Ladies and gentlemen, Murugi Munyi and Lydia KM.
Hi guys, Murugi Munyi here,
It's Lydia KM
and we're back again for another episode of
the messy in between.
It's
Definitely TMI.
So beautiful. Oh my god.
Kelele. Hey guys, that is so much noise.
Between our last live experience and this one, I think it's like triple the number of people. And that's just, it's like overwhelming in a different way, but in a really positive way, I think, right?
And the space is bigger. We tried our very best.
Yeah.
And the reason why we could even afford to do some of this is because you guys have been supporting us, and that's where you can see growth. So when you come and you pay that your 2.5 or 2K, this is what you're helping create, like a bigger, better TMI. Because we said TMI to the world, right?
Exactly, TMI to the world.
Yeah.
So what has changed in our lives or on TMI since our last live experience? First of all, how many of you guys were at the first live experience?
You are loved more.
So some people have
You are
fallen
loved
off.
more. Let's be honest. You are loved more. You are.
Exactly. Thank you so much. But we're happy to have everyone else. So a few things that have changed is that obviously we've grown in subscribers. We've done more episodes. We got to 100K. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. But you know what? I'm certain there's someone who is sitting here confidently in their outfit.
And they are not
confident
subscribed.
with their chest. And they are not
Green
subscribed.
head to toe, but you're not subscribed. Double check now, guys. Double check.
Because sometimes you think you're subscribed because you always see the video, but maybe there's someone.
Look
there
at
in
my
green.
own friends. My own friends are looking at their
see
phones.
you. I see you. Make sure you're subscribed, guys. Gee, you look amazing. Wow. All of you guys look good. Yeah, so obviously we have grown in subscribers. We've grown in episodes. We have won awards, right? We've won awards, which was so amazing, which was so great. But we're not going to mention them right now because we'll use them for giveaways later. What else has changed?
Oh my God. I feel like life has changed completely over the last year in some incredible ways. Last year, I guess, as we said, we've grown, like we've doubled. The environment is different. TMI has grown. Personally, for me, at this time last year, nilikuwa naambia, Bay, I love you, I love you. Let me and you till I die. Aki till I die. This is the one.
So what
And
we can
here
do,
we are.
at the last live experience, there were 2 men here supporting us, and today it's our sisters
Zero.
and cousins, and that's
Zero.
okay. And that's okay. Thank you, sisters and cousins.
What happened? Girl power.
Girl
Girl power. So yeah, I'm single now from the last time, and I was sharing today when we were getting our makeup done. I actually posted the post myself, and I was saying, sometimes when you ask God, when you say like, God, I actually prayed for this, and here I am. Yeah. And one of those things that people underestimate is how you feel, right? So last year, I was saying, babe, the love of my life, God, I'll die without you, all of that.
But for ground.
Things were very different. And the peace that I feel now, the contentment I have right now, the peace, the ease. I feel like I can see all of you even better. Maybe I couldn't even see you guys that much last time. But now I can see every single one. So there's peace, there's calm, there's presence in my life. I feel so grateful for. So that's a big thing that has changed since last year, for sure.
On our team, we've got new members of our team. One boy and Violet. One boy and Violet. Can you wave at people?
Our
social media team.
They help us stay on top of that.
They're amazing. We continued working with our fantastic team, Lumina. Beryl, Salimia Watu. That one is Beryl. And just our team has been phenomenal. Nancy has remained Nancy has remained. And the event you're seeing today, I ain't possible. Pila Nancy. She's been amazing. Yeah, she's just been amazing. Doodles.
Yeah. One thing about a year is that sometimes we look at it from milestones, right? So no matter what has been happening in your year, just even think about the feeling. Because it's the feeling. Your life is about how it feels, not how it looks. So think about that feeling. And I hope everyone, since last year, you're saying, thank God, another year, right? As opposed to, darn, here I am again. No. We are glad that you're here. Thank God today didn't start without all of y'all. Thank
Exactly.
you, God.
Thank God. So I think we should just dive right into the topic for this afternoon. Just to give you an idea of what you can expect, is we are going to like have a topic that we'll of course expect you guys to engage in, and we'll tell you what that is in a second, and then we'll do a Q&A for anyone who has any questions for us, and then some giveaways. So we will be asking you guys some questions that are relevant to TMI, and it will show who subscribed yesterday and who has been subscribed since 20. When did this podcast start? 2021.
21.
Yes, so make sure you know all your TMI info. Is that for me? No, fantastic. Thank you so much. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. And then afterwards, obviously, we're going to do like pictures and games and things like that. So what are we talking about today, babe?
Guys, as I just said right now, sometimes we look at our lives in turning points, right? In the bits which you think, if this thing had not happened, everything would be different. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. Some of our turning points and how we were able to pivot. Because maybe you had a turning point and you weren't able to pivot gracefully and things got really tough. But how we were able to keep going through each turning point. Some of the ones that we planned and some of the ones that God was like, this is me and I'm deciding this for you. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So even as we're talking, you guys think about your own turning points. The things when somebody tells you the trajectory of your life, what are the 4 or 5 things that you think of that you're like, actually, those are the things which I can kind of benchmark my journey on. So that's what we're going to be talking about. So if I say, Gloria, you'll be ready with a turning point, done.
But it would be better if you volunteer yourselves later when we ask you. For me, when I was thinking of the list that I was writing, I realized it's not so much like it's a big thing that happened. It's more of that thing, whether big or small, really changed the way I see the world, really changed the way I see life, or the way I relate with people, or taught me something about myself. So that's what my list was based off of.
Yeah, mine was based on the things that changed who I am, which I guess is kind of the same thing. Like it could even just be something that I experienced that I felt and it changed the way I saw things, or it just changed my perspective in life. Exactly. Yeah, I can say that Lydia's growth was attributed to that experience.
Okay, fantastic. Okay, fine. Should I go first?
Go, girl.
Okay. Some of these relate to like different aspects of our life. So like family, I don't know if I have any on family, but like love, relationships, friendship, sex, of course, because it's TMI podcast, KE, if it's not talking about sex, and motherhood as well. So let me start with my first one. One of the significant turning points in my life is when I went through my first online scandal after becoming a content creator. The year was 2019. It was January, okay? It was January. I don't even know how many of you guys were following me at that point. How many of you were following me in January?
Not even me. Not even me. How are you guys?
You weren't even following me in January? Oh, yeah. I didn't even know. Damn, yeah. Anyway, so in January 2019, I feel like I was a very fresh content creator because I had only started doing it full time in 2018 towards the end of the year. And I was just like, people are following me. I was just like, I'm feeling so cool, so untouchable. You know, you're such a fast growing and my interviews. Wow, what are you doing to grow so fast? I'm just being myself, you know? That's the energy I was in then. And at that point, I don't think I had experienced enough online for me to know that there are some things you post and some things you don't post. So January 2019, there's a day nilikuwa nimeenda out, and I was not with my babe. I had a couple drinks and I had posted, I was there drinking. I think I was having like ciders or something like that. And I had a couple. And when I say a couple, I literally mean 2, not many. Because many people say, I had a couple drinks and you had 5. I had literally 2 drinks. On my way home, I was stopped by cops up to Langata Road. Waliniuliza nitoke. I was not drunk per se, because I did the breathalyzer. I was told to walk on the car thing, and it was like well below the limit. So when I got home, remember I had posted already I was drinking. When I got home, I was just like, oh, guys, now I was on my story. I just got home. Oh, my God, I was stopped by the cops. And oh, my God, I was just nervous because I didn't know if I was below the limit. But, oh, my God, I thank God that I was below the limit and it was fine. Which to me, let me tell you, to me, as I was telling Nelly last night, I thought I was saying a positive thing because I was like, you see, you can actually go out drinking and you can drive. Although as I say that out loud, I see how... I hadn't said it on a mic before this exact moment, but yeah, I was like, you see, you can go and drink, but like you can drive as long as you're below the limit. Was I not dragged by my edges on Twitter? Let me tell you, my friends, I think that weekend I cried maybe like 8 times because the things people were saying, first it was like one major creator on Twitter who I will not mention his name, but it starts with a B. And he said, You probably don't. You're not on Twitter, so you wouldn't even know. And he's only big on Twitter.
Thank God.
But whoever was there at that time, you know who I'm referring to. Anyway, so he's just like, oh, have you guys seen your favorite content creator boasting about drinking and driving? And of course, at that time, I didn't know. You shut up and you let the storm pass. I was there defending myself. No, guys, I only had 2 drinks. You see, it was just a cider. In fact, it's 4%. And you see, oh, it was bad. It was really bad. Anyway, I was dragged. And at that point, I had not gotten into the seasoned content creator mindset of knowing today they're talking about you. It's so bad. But tomorrow, literally, it's Njoroge down the road, as you would say, who is being discussed. But I genuinely thought that I could die. I felt irresponsible. I felt like I don't deserve my platform. I felt like my career is over. Like now I need to go and get that job back, the one I quit to become a content creator. But it really taught me a lot because obviously since then I've been through a million draggings on social media. And have I died? No. In fact, I'm at an event and all you people are here. So what can I say? Whatever can I say? But it taught me that, one, being very careful about what I post on my platform, because what I mean is not necessarily what is understood by people. And also that you obviously just don't post everything. It also taught me, because I remember under that tweet that he had tweeted, at first they were talking about like my drinking and driving. And then now it's just like, even her content is not nice, even Stewart. And by the way, why does she do this with her kids? Like, it became now not about that. And I really felt bad. But like since then, I've really learned to not take anything anyone says online, especially if it's not someone who means something to me or who is close to me, because everyone's going through their own shit. Yeah. But boy, did I learn something. Yeah. That turning point.
I mean, I'm so sorry you went through that for sure, but you have helped me not go through as much, because you're right there telling me, oh God, no, don't do that. No, because you've experienced it before me. It's like being a firstborn, right? It's like the secondborn, these babies. Like by the time they're passing, you've already gone through all of the
hiking
and all of the things, and then they just come through like prancing through. They're like, oh, life is so easy. Yeah. It's because I'm telling you where to step and where to go. So there's a lot of that. And I tell you guys all the time, me and Joe met in September, October 2019. And from that standpoint, because of where she was with her content, I immediately took myself. I decided that she's my mentor. She didn't say. But me, I was like, this is somebody who I would like to position myself like as a content creator. So I kind of went under her wing. And you have helped me avoid so many. Some are unavoidable. There's nothing you can do. Sometimes people will just wake up and they just want to drag you. But for the most part, I feel like I've had so much guidance from you as far as like how to navigate social media so that I avoid a lot of them.
But also, I feel like you've never been dragged for like something wrong you have done. Because I guess you just don't do bad things.
And also, you are like, if there's anything I'm thinking, like, you'd be like, really? Are you thinking about this correctly? Yeah, you are there. But also, generally speaking, it's like, yeah, maybe I don't do it.
I guess you're just a good person.
No,
yeah,
I am a good person, but I do bad things. I do.
Do you want to share with the crowd, with our friends?
The mic is too loud.
With our friends.
Is too loud.
That's what they paid for. Please tell us the bad things.
That you started that. That was a career one.
Yeah, that was a career one.
Okay, fine. Let me start with a career one as well.
Okay.
So for me, a life-changing thing in my career was the first day I worked at a law firm. Long before I came back to Kenya in 2016, I worked at a law firm. And because I had put, working in a law firm and what law would be like at such a pedestal, and by this time I'm going to work at a law firm, I had already done my master's. So it's like, we're in, law is the thing. And the first day I remember being like, is this it?
Oh, yeah.
There was like, it was something which I had to fight to ignore, but it felt like, so this is it. Like, this is what I'd been dreaming about so much. This is like the thing which I'm going to do for the rest of my life. And when that seed was planted, it stuck with me, because it's probably why I was able to go out of my career, because I decided that actually this is not the thing I want to do for the rest of my life. And especially majority of African kids, you are drilled about education. So most of us have like 26 degrees, 82 masters. And when it's time to change your career, everyone is just like, you're wasting your education. Like, why on earth would you do something like this? But I remember that first day, it made me feel like, why am I in bondage in my own life? It's like I could easily change, but it didn't change after a long time. But in that moment, it changed the trajectory of my life in that it opened a door for me to change my career. Who has ever changed a career here? Who has ever changed a career? Put your hand up. We are not many. We are not many, so it's a bit difficult to navigate because you rarely see people who do. But that's one of the things that definitely changed my life.
And I feel like in I don't know, I would say in Kenya or in Africa, I feel like a lot of people who change their careers, it's because you kind of have to. Like you studied this and then you worked in it and then maybe you lost your job and now you just can't find work in that particular thing. So you just end up having to do something else. Like, oh, let me just do I don't know, be a waitress as I'm waiting for a job, or let me just do this other thing. But then that other thing ends up being your main thing. And then now it's like you've changed your career, whether or not you wanted. Yeah. But can I just say, sometimes it always skips my mind that you are actually a lawyer. Why don't you ever do like lawyery things for us for TMI?
Want to.
No, but like reviewing contracts.
But I don't want to.
Why?
But
you need to use that as the foundation.
No, let me tell you this. Now that I'm on this side, that I feel like I'm living in my truth, I'm living in my freedom, I could not go back. People always ask me, do you think one day why?
Yeah, you don't know.
Give me reasons why.
Okay, Instagram shuts down. Or is banned in the country. And
we go to Threads, guys. We go to Threads. We go to, which one is Gen Z doing right now? Huh?
TikTok.
Snapchat. Snapchat.
Yeah, literally. So many things.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's a really good one. I also had one regarding quitting my job and starting content creation full time, which I guess let me just add it as a point to yours. Is like when I quit my job towards the end of 2018, and I was like, I'm going into this full time as a content creator. I think that was a turning point in me believing that truly I can do anything, can do anything. And I'm always telling people, I think the gift that God has given me, like, you know, people just have a kanyota. Me, I think my nyota is seeing money and opportunities where other people just don't see them. I literally can see money making opportunities everywhere. Like now already, I can see some people here. I'm already like, all these hairstyles, there's a fungwa salon. You know, no, I'm kidding. I wouldn't. But I feel like I have an ability to be able to see where I can make money without having to work too hard. And I feel like similar to you, I also felt like, okay, so communications and marketing is what I'm passionate about, but I can use my communication and my marketing on social media and working for myself. And for me, the turning point for me there is realizing that money doesn't have to be like followed and struggled for and worked that hard for. Sometimes money can come easily. Do you guys believe that? Do you guys believe that sometimes money, like you don't have to be sweating and toiling and what? Imagine there's a babe who has dressed up today and her man has seen her and given her 100K. Anyone here? Do you want to say yourself?
And does he have a brother? Does he have a brother?
Does he have a bro? And you know, and I think that's what makes people so angry at people who don't seem like they work that hard for their money. And I think that's why influencers are always getting dragged or socialized, because others are like, me, I'm slaving away a whole month. But you just woke up and you posted a picture and you are paid 100K. How dare you? But imagine those are the blessings I'm praying for each and every one of you.
Yeah.
Let money just flow to you. Money flow to, because you really just, it don't always have to be toiling. Sometimes it's toiling, but it doesn't all the time have to be toiling. You know what I'm saying?
And maybe it's not toiling to you because it comes naturally. Yeah. And I feel like because what you're talented at and what's good you're good at just comes to you, then that means everyone has the capacity to be making money in what feels easy, right? Yeah. Because there's someone who, being an engineer, is just like, oh God, this is so easy. Whereas to me, I'm like, this is toiling, you know? So it doesn't have to look like it's easy to anyone as long as it feels easy to you. Exactly. I guess let me do my other one was also changing my career. So I might as well. So when I got here, I was supposed to start law school. And I was just like because of that little seed that was planted. You know, God has plans. He just knows exactly what he needs to do at each particular moment. So when I got here and I wanted to do law school, I started thinking like, is this the thing that I want to do for the rest of my life? And every time I thought about being a lawyer, I always wanted it to be like for now, and then later on I can do something different. And then I decided, I was just like, let me just have a year to just figure out what I wanted to do. At first I thought HR. Who's in HR? Oh, hi! I would have been with you guys. Because I was thinking I like talking to people and I like working with people. So it just like, it took a bit of a brainstorming for me to figure it out. But then I landed on being a talk show host. That's really what I wanted to do, which I eventually became. That's how me and Joe met. And for me, it wasn't as easy in that way because I was navigating through the landscape of a different country. I literally had no contact. So everything was like ground up. But it felt like I am willing to struggle for this thing, but I really wasn't willing to struggle for law. And I think that's when I knew what I was destined to do because I was willing to make the sacrifice, that grind. So even you guys, whatever it is that you're doing with your life, if when you're willing to make that sacrifice and be like, I know this is going to work out, I believe in this, you're putting in the work to get that thing, I feel like that's always evidence that you're aligned, you're where you need to be.
Yeah. Would you say that now being a content creator and a successful content creator, do you still dream of being a TV show host, a talk show host now?
Funny enough, right now, any kind of employment to me, like I struggle with, right? I feel like I could do it for a little bit, maybe like one day a week or something, but enjoying the freedom of my time. Like, okay, you go on holiday, we just shift the TMI shooting. That freedom of working for yourself it's a bit addictive, I must say.
I know.
It is.
Lydia and I went for an interview, a screen test for like a potential TV program, like being talk show hosts. And when they were telling us, you would need to be here, what did they say? Something like twice
a week.
Yeah, twice a week for like 2 hours. We're like, what? Where will we find the time?
What if I have something else to do? What if I want to sleep?
What if I want to sleep? What if I need to pick my child?
It felt perplexing. It was perplexing.
Yeah, it was really difficult. I get that as well. I also can't imagine being employed by someone. But if the zeros make sense,
as we said,
anything
the zeros make sense. I'll be there twice a week only.
Yeah,
I'll be
literally.
There. Yeah.
Another turning point for me, and let me bring this one back home, is from a family standpoint. So becoming a mom, but not the first time, the second time. So when I gave birth to my daughter Mukeni, I would say that was a turning point for me because when I had my firstborn, it literally was all struggle. It was all struggle because I was in university. I didn't have a lot of money. I was in a rocky, toxic relationship with his father. And like there was a lot happening in my life right now. I didn't know myself. I was still growing. Literally, I was 20 years old. 20 years old. And so when I say these things on the podcast, like I just don't feel like a 19-year-old or a 20-year-old has any reason to be having a baby. I truly mean that because I've been there. And honestly, when I think back at that Joanne, I literally, even in pictures, she just looks so young. She just looks so just like, poor thing, man. She's not even figured out her own life. So when I became a mom the first time, I don't even think that it could have been a turning point for me as such because I wasn't in a space to be able to think about, so what's happening to me? How has this changed my body? How has this changed my relationship with my friends? It's only in hindsight that it actually occurred to me. But the second time, when now I had Mukeni, and I got to experience what motherhood looks like within the context of a loving, happy relationship with money, with a baby cot, because first time round, baby cot hata sikuwa nayo, with a baby cot, with like being able to buy clothes and be able to buy cute shoes, be able to see something on, there was no was I on Instagram then? I was 2017, yeah. Buy something on Instagram, like it shifted in my mind how I imagine God intended motherhood to be. For me, it was like before that, all I had known motherhood to be was struggle, even though at some point, like when Ethan was 5 or 6, at least I was financially stable. But with Mukeni, it really just showed me that motherhood can be beautiful too. It definitely helps to have money. It definitely helps to be more mature in your mind and to have grown. It definitely helped to have a partner who was genuinely interested in helping me raise the child that we had conceived together. So for me, that was like a huge turning point in my journey.
I think you changed a lot about the way I see motherhood. I think you guys, I told you, I've said this before on TMI. The way I thought motherhood was just kind of like, first comes marriage, that kind of very cute and, utopic idea, which is just like, I love you, we are married, let's have a baby, done. Like that was it. Just felt like, okay, and then that's it. But seeing you mother every day,
morning to night.
Who's a mom here? I respect you so much. I'm not even kidding. Like every day, that sacrifice to put someone else first, the decisions you gotta make. Even now, when you're sitting here, I bet you every 10 minutes you're thinking, my baby, what have they eaten? What are they doing? Are they safe? So thank you so much, first of all, for being here because you've made that sacrifice to be without your baby, to come and be with us. So you definitely changed for me the way I visualize motherhood, and I think I respect it in a different way. And he has also increased my intention as far as who I have kids with. For sure.
Which you guys will hear about in next week's episode. Remember we talked about that in the start normalizing. Start normalizing.
A hot episode is coming for
I love for you that you get to experience motherhood so close. Like every time I'm like, I need to rush because Mukene is doing this, or someone calls me in the middle of a shoot to say, oh, I was supposed to pick her from school, but I'm delayed in Kasarani, so I can't.
Stress.
Like
that
literally
is giving me stress. Please.
The things you have seen. Another thing I love for you is I feel like Lydia, and I guess a lot of you guys, if you're not yet moms, are able to see from the way different people mother online, you're able to see different approaches to motherhood. Because there's the warm mom who you might see, there's the other one who is like maybe the one who's doing all kinds of activities with their kids, make us feel like, Kinatebi, geez, eating organic, I don't know, but you've seen, I feel like what I love about social media is that I'm able to see there's that kind of mom, there's that kind of mom, there's that kind of mom, and they're all good moms because they all care about their children and they're doing what they think is best for them to have the best childhood. And I love that you get to see that before you become a mom, because then you can, let me not say you can decide what kind of mom, because wait for the kids to get here. You can attempt to envision. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
I'm so happy for that as well. I want to share one turning point for me as far as sex, right? Look at you guys smiling. Wait. That's what you came for. And it shows.
How many? Let's see how many minutes into the episode have we mentioned the word sex.
The word sex. Let me tell you this here, guys. Your sex life can change everything. How you feel. It's like sometimes when you see a woman walking, it's just like, she is being loved right. You can tell it's like it goes in your energy. So we are always saying that whoever you choose to have sex with or be with, it needs to be someone who makes you feel good, right? So for me, one turning point for me as far as sex was the first time that a guy went down on me to climax.
To climax.
The people who love head, Mkogu, are you guys here? You guys don't love head, Apa, Mbele?
We are half and half.
Yeah?
We are half and half.
First of all, because a lot of women climax with clitoral stimulation, right? That's like where the top is, right? So I just did not know that level of pleasure was possible. And literally every minute after that, actually every sexual experience after that, I was like, there's no way I live without this. I refuse.
So you're giving these men pressure?
Yeah, 100%.
No, but they don't always have to stimulate you to orgasm.
No, they don't always have to, but this is what I want.
Oh.
Yeah, this right here is what I want. I realized that there was a part of me or the part of my body that I really wasn't tapping into. And once I experienced that, and especially somebody else give me that pleasure, my life changed, guys. That's all I talk about on TMI, right?
I know, literally. As someone who has never been oral pleasured.
Of your choice.
No, not that it's never happened to me, but it's just never happened to me to climax.
Yeah.
So how long did it take, like from the beginning to that point of climax?
It wasn't long at all.
How long is not long? Because our definitions of long
I'm not counting that.
If you watch the podcast, you know. This one is...
No, I'm not... you're not counting, but it was like a few minutes.
Like 20?
At 20 minutes.
Wait, is that long or is that short?
Yes, that's too long. Clitoral stimulation. If he's down there for 20 minutes, he's not doing it right. Get up, Jake. You're not doing it right. Go home. This is not it. I'm talking like 5 minutes maximum.
5 minutes
maximum.
Okay, in that 5 minutes, is he coming up to breathe or is it perpetual? I'm asking as a point of information.
You don't need to breathe, my friend. You do not. You do not need to breathe. This is for me. No, but technically, he's not supposed to, like, he
has to, even you when you're giving a blowjob, you're there, then you kind of come up like, do you like what I'm doing? Then you go back. No, it's not perpetual.
No, it is perpetual. It can't be perpetual because you're breathing. You're allowed to breathe in the process. First of all, if your nose is in the fanny, you're already doing it wrong. What's your nose doing there? Bring up your nose. We're looking for the tongue and the lips on the top of the clitoris.
But there's
chili at the top of the clitoris.
I mean, let me say that's very specific because from the educated videos I have watched, they have many different kinds of vaginal hoods, and some are really big, some are really thick.
So we're talking for mine.
He can't breathe.
So for mine, you're breathing. It's a breathable fanny, guys.
Mine, I don't know if he's breathing. I don't think he's...
Yeah, so he's
mine
here at the
is
top.
Suffocated and now my kids don't have a dad, but okay.
Now what do we do?
Now what? Now.
The reason why also that changed for me is that with an experience of when somebody is giving you head, it's just about you. Yes, they are feeling good, that they're pleasuring you. Yeah. But because of all of the things that we see with men where it's just kind of about them and them climaxing and, suck my dick, whatever it is, it's always about them. So that point changed that actually top priority should be both of our pleasures are top priority. And since then, I feel like I give better head just because it's like, I'm grateful. Like, thank you.
Have they confirmed?
Yes, they have.
Okay, fine.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You did good, Jake.
Guys, is everyone here over the age of 18, please? Because
I hope so.
Everyone is over the age of 18,
Who's
right?
under 18?
Shut up.
Are you kidding? Oh, you're joking. Oh.
She's joking.
She's joking.
Okay, fine. Please. And if you're under 18, did your parents give you permission to be here? We just want to know. My sex-related ones is also to do with clitoral stimulation. The rose, which I will never stop shouting about this rose. Let me tell you. Let me tell you guys.
You have one.
First of all, I had never had a clitoral stimulation orgasm until I bought that thing. And then when you use it, the one for sucking, there are two. There's one for sucking and there's one for licking. Can we have a picture? I'm kidding. There's no picture. But I think you guys know. Like, just Google rose clitoral stimulation. Literally in a minute or less. Yeah. Right? It's like a minute or less. Let me tell you. I was like, I think I called you that day. I was like, Lydia, you can't believe her thinking that maybe my child has fallen down the stairs. No. It's about the rose. Actually, that changed my life because that was my first time having a clitoral stimulation orgasm. But the one which actually changed my life is the first time I orgasmed, period, which was at the age of 25. From someone who had had sex for the first time at 15, but between 15 and 19, I wasn't like sexually active. Then at 19 to 25, I was sexually active. However, I think I had resigned myself to like, I went online, I was like, there are just some women who don't orgasm. I guess it's just not me, it's not, I guess I'm just like one of that 30% or something. But when I was 25, I met this man called, obviously, I'm not going to say the name, okay? But I met this man, and let me tell you, that night, I think when I went home, I even sat in the car just saying, thank you, Lord.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, and I think, when you have sex for a while and you aren't reaching orgasm, you almost start to, I guess this is like blaming myself because at no point did I ever think it's the man's problem. I was like, it must be my problem if all these other different men I've slept with, I have never reached climax. But on that day, I showed myself, or he showed me that, it's possible. And I think since then, knowing that is the standard, now we just don't accept anything less.
Yeah, absolutely.
We just don't accept anything less. And that was a turning point for me.
Oh, yeah, I get
25.
that. 25. Yeah. Funny enough, I don't think I remember my first orgasm.
It wasn't with a criminal?
No, not
the ones who laughed are caught up on TMI episodes.
No,
if you're not laughing, you don't know. It was not the murderer.
Not the murderer.
Okay.
Not the murderer. I can't remember actually. I really can't. Yeah. But I started experiencing like head and stuff maybe earlier on. So it was somewhere in my early 20s. Yeah. Maybe another thing on sex was and it was actually very recent when I squirted. Oh my goodness! Like it was buckets, guys.
She sent me a message immediately after, so I know I
was like, no, I almost died. Where were you? They nearly killed
she was
me.
panicking.
Ulikuwa wapi? So I remember that I squatted once, like long before. It was like this guy who was really tall and big, and he was giving me head, like he had lifted me standing, and he was eating me out, and I squirted. Woo! I was on his shoulders. Fighting for my life.
Plus size girls can't relate. And then the wapi. How? How?
Fighting for my life. And I remember it was just like a little bit. But this time, guys, so I was telling him, I was like, I think I'm going to pee. And he was like, no, you're not going to pee. I was like, why am I being held hostage? Let me go to the bathroom. Please release me. He was like, no, just relax into it. And then it came to it. I was like now feeling like I'm really, really going to pee on myself. He was like, just pee. And I started feeling like peeing. So I was just like peeing. And I was just like peeing. I was like, why am I peeing? How is this happening? This is horrible and embarrassing. But afterwards, I realized it was squirting. Squirting feels like peeing, and a lot of men and women don't know that. Yeah. So like maybe when you tell the guy that I want to pee, He lets you go and pee. But when you go to the bathroom, there's nothing, right? You are about to squirt, but you don't know. So it feels like peeing. So if you do get there, first of all, assuming you've peed before, don't go and pee on Joroge,
please.
Don't go and pee on Joroge, okay?
Susu before, okay?
Susu before. But if you've susued before and you start feeling like you're going to, allow yourself to get there because that's how you do it. And once I squirted, it was an experience I can't even explain, guys. Literally, I was just telling Joe, like, what has happened? Who am I? I'm a new person. I'm a new person, guys.
Yeah.
I remember that. And now that's not exactly the standard, but I feel like my body has the capacity to enjoy pleasure in a new way, in a new level.
Yeah. I feel like most women do have the capacity, but either we just don't know how to do it, or your man don't know how to do it, or you then, like, maybe the sex just then lasts long enough to actually get you there. Yeah. But it's possible for a lot of people. I have too.
You have? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I need to lean into that. That's a part of it. And that's why I'm always telling you guys, don't be saying at oh, me, I don't do this, me, I can't do that. Because maybe the best orgasm that you've ever had is right there. It's right there next door, but I know. Here you are, closing the door.
Exactly. Yeah. But not to say that the sex is bad if you don't orgasm or you don't squirt, because I feel like not every sexual experience has to be like, I have to get there. Sometimes it's mostly you, other times it's mostly me, other times it's both of us, and that's okay. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, fine. Another one. Maybe not.
How are you guys doing?
You guys okay?
Let's hear some noise, you know? There you go. Tuko pamoja.
Okay, fine. Let me talk about something to do with my relationship. So, meeting and marrying Zach, or Zach meeting and marrying me. I think that whole storyline I've talked about it so many times, but it's such a formative part of how I changed my view of just like the world and love and what's possible. I think there's so much of a narrative out there about, like, if you're a single mom, will I meet someone who loves me? Will I meet someone who will accept my child? Will I be able to experience love, like beautiful love in a different way, you know? Or like, will it always be that? Will everything always be about the baby daddy? Meeting Zach, who not only loved me, not despite the fact that I was a single mom, but because I was a single mom, it was so sexy to him, by the way. It was so sexy to him. And that whole experience showed me, like, sometimes you discount your own life, like you discount something about your life and you're like, this part of my life is just like dead. For me, that time, actually, he met me when I was really being a hoe. Because at that point, I was just like, okay, if I can't at least have a nice love, let me have nice sex. Let's at least have... At least
one, guys.
Come on. And that's when the orgasm happened, during that previous season. But when I met him, it showed me that it's possible. And it's like just having a child. If Ako there with her 5 kids can still get married, and there are people, I actually get so many DMs like that about, like, I'm a single mom, will I ever find love? I have this child, will I ever find love? But I'm like, it is so possible. Nothing about you being a mom discounts you from having a beautiful love. If anything, it just makes you more careful in being able to choose what kind of partner you have. You have some very easy checkpoints that will just discount someone automatically. The first time he meets your kid is like, already, you know, he's out. Exactly. Or, you know, he starts saying, oh, does he have to come? Or does she have to come? Already instantly out. I compare it to, like, being in your 30s. You know how for a long time people just are like, now when you're in your 30s, are you ever going to find love? I think in today's society, we know that is just not... it's just not a factor. It does definitely have a different dynamic. Just like being a single mom gives you a very different dynamic when you're dating. But it made me believe in, like, life and love again, and made me realize that it's only if you decide that your story is over that the story is actually over.
100%. I think you have the same attitude as my mom. My mom is the proudest mom in, like, the history of the world. She just thinks, like, having had us is, like, such a beautiful thing. So when she was dating, she wasn't dating from a place of negotiating whether or not you're going to accept my child. And that's what you said. It was just like, period. I come with a child, and that's the end of conversation. So even maybe the energy you bring also kind of sets the tone as far as how someone receives you. Mine on relationships, I don't know if I would say it was the last breakup. I want to say it was that, but it was because of the way I dealt with it. But heartbreak generally has been, I literally can be like the lady before this heartbreak and the lady after. If I'm the queen of anything, it's taking my lemons and turning them into lemonade.
Oh my God, you are,
If
girl.
I'm the queen of anything, that's what I've always felt like. You can alchemize your pain into something. Like, okay, fine, you're heartbroken. So now, It's like, what else can come out of this that you want to remember in a positive way? And that's exactly what happened this time around. But this time around with the breakup, what I felt is that my therapist told Aggie, she's also Aggie's therapist, that sometimes the fairy tale ending in a heartbreak is the fact that you have an opportunity to do things differently. And that's something that happened this time around. Guys, let me tell you, it's not easy to navigate a breakup publicly. So it just feels like everyone is watching you fall off this stage and show you're funny. That's how it feels like. Every day, every single day. And you're not in control of the narrative, what everyone is saying. You're not in control of the narrative he's saying or what he's doing. And it feels like sometimes it's like it's overwhelming. Like it's become bigger than you. But one of the things that changed the way I saw things is that there's choice even in pain. And I feel like sometimes when you're in pain, you react crazy, like, and you do all of these crazy things that are harmful to you, harmful to other people. And you're just like, I was in pain and that's why I did it. And it's true. Pain can make you do some crazy things, but there's choice in that pain. I know it's difficult when you're seeing rubbish online and you just want to say something. Murugi taught us we do not do that. You see how I learned? You shut the fuck up. But there's something to be said about keeping the grace in a situation where all points, if I was acting crazy, by the way, and I just came on TMI and I was just like, tell all what really happened between us. I mean, you guys would have listened.
I told her we do it so that now we get to, by now to get 200k subscribers. Get a partner who is willing to make sacrifices for the team.
I mean, you guys would have listened and you would have supported me or, encouraged me or whatever the case may be. And you guys would have just been here. But when I look back now, I feel like shutting the fuck up was the best thing I ever did because it allowed people to see who I am by what I'm doing as opposed to what the narratives are outside. So if you're going through heartbreak, if you're feeling pain or if you're going through something that's difficult, remember that you have the choice in pain. You can choose to alchemize it into something positive. You don't have to be nasty or do crazy things out here because your character eventually, people are going to see what it was about. So I feel like a very different Lydia.
How long has it been now? A year?
No. 11 months, exactly.
11 months.
Is it to the date? To the date. 11 months to the date, guys. I've been out here in these streets.
Yeah, that has been Lydia. Lydia has really healed. Yeah. But me, even when you're, I'm healing. Let me just say I'm healing.
Heal.
Yeah. But when your
heal.
friend goes through a breakup, even you go through a breakup, and I feel like more often than not, your feelings
angry, all the time I have to just be like, Joe,
literally.
We've gone to therapy.
Me, I'm like,
let's bring it down.
Try me. Oh, I'm ready to go. But anyway, seeing you navigate that has been phenomenal. I thank God that I've never been through a painful breakup. But if what you went through is just a tiny little snippet of what it's
not
like.
even the worst. Recently, Maureen Waitito has done an interview, and that's the reason why I'm mentioning it because it's public. Yeah. And it's with Lingugi, and she was talking about what she went through in a dynamic where both of you are famous. At least in this situation, it was just me. Both of you are famous. There are kids involved, and everyone has an opinion. And then your platform is like 2-4 times bigger than mine.
Yeah. Oh, that's the worst.
Yeah. So it's not. Mine was even worse. And people are still out here walking around and just going through life. Exactly. Listen, when you see someone going through a heartbreak, a lot of people are like, Kwani, you're the only one who's been through it. I'm not, but I'm going through it now. So it's a big deal. It's the biggest deal to me. People go through even worse.
The other day, Rono posted a TikTok where she was just like, you people who come out here and you're like, my man. Not within the context of marriage, but like the second you say, my man, something has...
God forbid, to fear kwa.
It has awakened in your man so that he can, what she said is, he can do you like he has never done you before.
Oh, God forbid.
Do you guys believe that's true?
I don't think so. All right, no? Who says yes? Who says yes? You're going through things and it shows, but wait it's okay.
How many of you guys are in a committed relationship?
Hand up, Kabisa. Be proud of your man. Oh, 2 hands. We have 2 hands from Gloria. Hey, wow.
Okay, out of you guys, how many of you guys have posted your man?
Put your hands up. I love it. Who has not and will not?
So it's on the wedding day that we'll see.
Yeah.
Like, they'll be like, this babe. People are just thinking you're single. Then now on your wedding day, it's like 10 years. It's been 10 years. You're like, what? 10 years?
This is a problem with that. I can't marry a man that we have not shown, because what if he's our man? Why do I want to find that out on my wedding day?
And then what I wonder is, if you're not posting your man, like if, for example, you've gone out with your man and like friends, do you tell him, okay, babe, could you please go to the toilet? We need to take a picture. Or like, what happens? You post the hand. Oh, okay. With a nice watch.
The hand and the watch. But you see, now someone like me, the second I even when I don't do anything, if I simply do a collaboration with Eli, that's it. She's married.
She's in a relationship.
She's married.
Forget
I know
that.
you guys are praying.
Forget
I see you guys praying, but stop.
You put a hand on my thigh. We are
lesbians.
They are lovers.
We are lovers. Guys.
Literally.
So it's like, I can't do that. There's no in between. It's either I say nothing, or we just do a hard launch. There's no two ways.
Do you feel like if you were to get into another relationship, you would post him?
I will, for sure. Especially as a public figure. If my man is our man, I need to be knowing quick time. I don't have time to waste.
Yeah. But it will be like after some time. Like,
it won't be like even before it was after some time, but it will be like, okay, I see something.
Like 6 months.
Let's launch you. Yeah, let's launch you and see. If all under the comments be like, Derek, I thought you were with me.
Oh, yeah.
Now
okay,
you
fine.
know. Now you know.
Okay, so before we leave here today, everyone, you'll open a pic of your man, you hold it up, we see if anyone else recognizes
Is this
him.
ours?
And then
Niwe
like,
tu ama ni wangu?
That's my answer.
Niwe tu ama ni wangu?
Yeah. Let's just see. Just see.
So that you can know and not waste your time.
Exactly.
Some people say that they don't post their men, and then their men post their engagement.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
They're posting their engagement on Facebook, but you didn't want anyone to know him. He wants his fiancé, and it's not you. Why? Just be showing him, and we just know.
I know. And also, if your man posts like other women who are his friends, but he doesn't post you, doesn't that feel bad?
Friends.
You see, you're the same ones who have refused to post him. What's happening?
Yeah.
Because this is a double standard. Because, like, I mean, everyone wants people. Anyway, we'll talk about this. But, yeah, clearly. Are there mics for the audience, by the way? Miss Clothes. Are there mics for the audience? There is. Does anyone want to give us a viewpoint as to why they do not post their man? Anyone at all?
I hope Derek is watching. As you give us reasons why you won't post him, I hope he's watching. Does anyone want to tell us why they don't post their man?
Ooh! Okay, tell us.
Confidence. Simama kuone. Simama aone ni huyo wangu. Ni huyo. Tell us your name.
Hi, I'm Naiku.
Naiku.
Nafurahia venye mnasikia ni Jusina niko soko.
I knew it. She was the first. I was like, I didn't post him because he's not there. Yeah, because he doesn't exist. Wow.
Anyone?
Oh yeah, by the way. Anyone else? Why don't you post your man? Or even that one you can't really publicly say because he might come and ask you.
You can't even, just in case ushikwe, sawa.
It's fine. We understand. Okay, I have one more point. You? Okay, fine. So my last point of a turning point in my life is when I met Lydia.
I might have mine as when I met you.
I know. And I knew you would put it.
Yeah, I definitely did.
So I wouldn't say necessarily when I met you, but like when we became friends. And I think especially when we started the podcast, because I think it's definitely brought us closer, but more than anything, speaking to you, watching your content, seeing how you live your life has taught me so much about just like the world. And I'll mention a few specific things because there are a few things that stand out for me.
Do they love you like this?
Yeah, that's
otherwise
the question.
Dustbin.
Yeah.
Dustbin.
No wonder you're not posting them. Yeah. Anyway, for me, one of the main things is that your life doesn't revolve around men. And I love how...
Thank God, right?
Yeah, right. Thank God. I love how much of an individual you are. I love how much you pour into your own life. I love how much you pour into your friends. Nelly was actually telling me the other day, she's like, when we came home from our Barbie date, she's like, I'm so glad you have friends. And I was like, yeah, that's pretty... that's pretty nice. Like, I mean, a bit hurtful, but yeah, thanks. I'm so glad I have friends too. But the reality is that before I turned 30, I literally didn't have any friends. My life revolved around men from when I was 18 until after I got married. Actually, until I got to my 30s. Because at first I was with Ethan's dad. When we broke up, I had like my little whole phase. But again, I wasn't being intentional about making friends. I was being intentional about having sex, if I'm being honest with you. Like that one I was intentional, but friendship I wasn't. And then immediately after that I met Zach. And then, of course, I would spend a lot of time with Zach. And then we got married. I was pregnant. So, of course, now my life is revolving around my kids. And then now it's COVID. So we are all at home. You're not meeting new friends. And then now it's just like, it's your husband, and your kids. So when I tell you that I didn't have friends for a really long time, like literally, I was that person, the person who just didn't have friends. Like, I'm not even going to throw a birthday party because who's coming? My cousins and my sisters. Thank God at least I have sisters. I really love you guys. I really love you. Yeah, at least I have sisters. But in my 30s, I think I've been able to explore that a bit more. Yeah. And you've been like the pinnacle of showing me what it's like to have friends, telling me, I watch how Lydia is with her friends. Like sometimes she'll call someone just to check up on them. I'm like, why do you call them? She's like, oh, that's what you do with your friends. You call them. So I'm like, oh,
you call them. You care about them.
I should call a friend and see what, like when I tell you, I literally don't know like how people friends with each other. So I just watch what she's doing. And she's like, yeah, sometimes like when you have a plan, you call them, do you want to go? So I'm like, oh, okay. So you call people, that would be nice. I guess I call them. Yeah. So learning that your life can revolve literally around yourself because it's your own life. Yeah. And the things that bring you joy, that has been a really huge learning thing for me. The second thing is recognizing how different but also similar life is as a slim person. Because because before I met you, me in my head, it was just like thin people, literally what's your problem in life?
And
like,
me, I'm thin even.
Yeah, I mean, you're slim. And for me, it was just like, what are you even ever complaining about when you're like, oh, I came back from UK and I've gained weight. And I'm like, but you've definitely made me empathetic towards slim people and realizing that you guys also have body struggles as much.
People.
Apparently. Apparently you are. And I feel like that has helped me understand even people around me a lot more. Yeah. Like just being able to see that we are really just not that different. It's just a different kind of struggle. Yeah. Like I remember when you said in Hebrew about how your struggle is that you feel like your body is so ordinary. Mm-hmm. It's like nothing stands out about you. And I was just like, I would never. Yeah,
no one thought about that. They more see like, oh, you're perfect proportion. Nothing stands out,
everything is just the way. It's just perfect, but it's like, how is that a problem? But that's really helped me see things in a different way. Yeah. And then finally, what was my last one? Mental health issues. Yeah. You've definitely made, I think us all, I think there's so much we learned from Lydia that you would never have known those things. You would never have like affirmations. First of all, the whole of Kenya is affirming because of you now.
Today we affirm. Yeah, we affirm ourselves.
Just learning about like doing the self-work, learning about therapy. I think more women are in therapy right now in Nairobi than before you became a content creator. Amen. Honestly, yeah. So and it has just been a joy being able to learn from you and being able to partner with you, to work with you, and just like it's a joy watching you be Lydia.
Aww. Yeah. Thank you so much, baby girl.
You're welcome.
I love you so much. Mm-hmm. I also wrote meeting Joe was a turning point. And it wasn't even just about being friends with me, right? So we met I met Joe. It was like I was post breakup again. Yeah. It was around September 2019. I had just gotten out of a really bad breakup, and I wasn't as intentional as I was this time around. So it was like, it's still kind of there. But this time when I met you, I was in this kind of like going out, turning up, hoeing, that's the stage I was in. And then when I met you, number one, I think you're the first person who I knew was doing content full time. So that's one of the ways that you changed my view about things. So I was just like, this is something I already do. I'm just not doing it intentionally. I'm not saying I'm a content creator, because at that time I was really identifying with being a host. I really was like about that life. And so the possibility, number one, about what I could do myself, like you opened my mind instantly in that way. That's the first point. Then the second point about this after I met you. So Joe, when I first met her, I thought she was going to be a very traditional mom. Like, she wears her skirts below here. Like, she doesn't swear. She's had sex with one person.
I have for avoidance of doubt.
3 minutes into meeting her, I was like, oh, she a hoe as well. I see you. We can be friends now. And you are completely different. And I think there's a way you help me see motherhood as well, because for me, I just felt like moms, everyone else, right? Just because like, your life changes so much. Yeah. So one thing you changed about me, first of all, was actually about sex, right? Yeah.
Oh, I remember.
You do?
Yeah. Unless we're not thinking about the same thing.
I don't think we're thinking about the same thing, but The mic is too loud. Don't be sharing. Anyway, she was telling us a story about an experience, right? And I was like, there are so many experiences that I wanted to experience sexually that I was kind of holding myself back from. And I actually didn't know why. And I'm like, here's a married mother of 2 and a half.
She's pregnant.
One was baking.
Pregnant,
and this is her life experience. I was just like, what am I holding back? And there are so many. You gave, by being yourself in that way, you gave me permission to be myself in that way. You changed my sex life.
I did.
You did. So that's another one way that you changed it. When we became friends, another one for me was when we started TMI, right? Being in partnership with someone is something which I've never done as far as like money or anything like that. Even in school, by the way, I prefer to just work alone. Like sometimes it feels stifling to work with people because it's just like they won't do it like me. Like, well,
because
like
you're very fast paced, very like, I know exactly what I want and let's do it quickly right now.
And so now in the group, it's just like someone isn't doing their part. Then now the project is late. So working with someone, working together has really changed the way things are for me. And also financially, like even just TMI alone, forget all the thousands and thousands I've made from being a content creator, but TMI, like what we've been able to do, you've changed my life financially. As far as how you see life, the biggest thing I've taken from you is anything is possible. And not like anything, like how you guys say, like anything is possible and like literally it's here. Like it can happen. It's like you can just touch it and it's here. The way you view life is like there's absolutely nothing that cannot come to you. There's nothing that you don't deserve. And that energy is with me now. And actually, if I do find myself thinking, like, how can I get that? I'm like, why? Because the people who they have 2 heads. You've made me a more expanded version of me in so many ways.
I love that.
And I thank you. Yeah, that's a changing point for me.
I love you. Oh my God.
Also, my friends are here. Say hi, friends.
Hey, friends.
Why are you guys so quiet and I'm so loud?
Yeah.
My friends are here.
Oh, yeah.
So you say hi.
Hi, friends.
Anyway, they're right here in the front row. And nourishing my friendships, as you were talking about, has been something that has allowed me to experience love in different ways.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe the reason why we're so obsessed with men and we revolve our lives around men is because you're not getting love, affection, companionship, trust, warmth anywhere else.
Literally,
whereas for me, I feel like I get all the loves and the cuddles and the warmth and like, support from my friends. So when you come along, like, okay, show me what it is that you're bringing. So yeah, I love you guys so much.
Thank you. We love you too. I speak for all of them. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Do you have another point? That was my last one.
Okay, that was your last point.
Yes.
Okay.
Do you have another one?
I hope I'm not showing my vagina, guys. I'm good.
It's giving funny. No, it's not.
Like this. Okay, cute.
Okay, good. Has she done anything?
We don't want vagina, guys. We don't want vagina. Okay, the only other one I had was like under life, whatever that means. And it was relocating to Kenya, right? So I was a bit of a deer in the headlights in that I had this utopian idea about, girl goes to the UK, is raised there, then comes back, and the whole of Africa is waiting at the airport to embrace her and welcome
our
her.
African queen
Our
has returned.
sister has returned. Have you guys watched Coming to America, right? So when he goes back to Africa, the way everyone is there, like, our son has returned. It was somewhere, like, obviously not really. And it really changed the way that I saw things because, number one, here everyone is black. So no one cares that you're black. No one cares that you're Kenyan. And that was really life-changing.
We're all black and Kenyan.
Because everyone is black, right?
Yeah.
2, the beauty standard. Like, the beauty standard abroad is blonde hair, blue eyes. There's a beautiful girl who tagged us today, and I know she's here. She's blonde and beautiful, blue eyes.
Girl.
Yes. Hiya. So that's the beauty standard, guys. Here I am. Right? So I grew up knowing that beauty wasn't me. And when I got here, and I was just like, wait, black women, chocolate skin is the beauty standard. It changed the way I go after things because I don't have this chip on my shoulder. Like, it's a but. Even when you apply for jobs, you think, as soon as I see my name, the chances of me getting that job is different. None of that was there. So it allowed me to embody a certain level of confidence I can't really explain. And maybe that's why I had the courage to change up my career, because everything that you do with your life has to start from this belief in yourself. And I was like, like this is home. There's nothing I can't do, and maybe it's why I'm able to be so successful, because I started this place from a place of I can have anything, and in this home country nothing is standing in my way. So that definitely changed my life, and I'm glad I came back, because look at you. I'm here with you guys.
Yeah. Do you see yourself ever potentially relocating back to the UK?
The only reason why I would want to is, as far as raising my kids, there's exposure I would like my kids to have. So it doesn't have to be coming from relocating exactly, but I want them to see the world. I want them to see different ways of living, different narratives, different paradigms, so that they can see. I don't know. They have more option, and also I feel like I'm very respectful about people being different, because I grew up with so much difference. And that's a quality I like in myself, and I would like my kids to have as well.
But when you think of the exposure that they get, which is definitely a benefit, and like, the free and really good education and healthcare, versus what it feels like as a child to always never look like anyone, to feel perhaps discriminated against, or like, boys don't look at me, boys only look at my friends, no one is ever dancing with me. Do you feel like that's a fair enough trade-off, like, for your kids?
It's different now than it was in my time. Like, we relocated in 2002, right? That was so early. I remember I was like I was the only African kid in my whole year. Like, it was so different. Whereas now it's so multicultural. Like, so many people have relocated. The world is a lot more global, so there's so much mixing. I actually think right now, like London, it's more ethnic minorities than no. So the landscape is different. So I'll have to see what would work, but I think that's a part I would like them to experience.
Guys, going to the UK actually showed me how much of my self-esteem and confidence is built on knowing that men are looking at my ass when I walk by. Gotta be honest, because in the UK, no one is looking at me. They don't give a shit what your ass looks like. Like, it's just, you just feel, let me not say ugly, but you just feel like they don't know that you're even here. Vis-a-vis in Kenya, it's like you walk by and it's like, acheni kuniangalia, ay guy, but like they are literally not even turning their head or anything like that. I feel like that,
you're not the beauty standard.
Because I'm definitely not the beauty standard.
It changes the way you see yourself, for sure.
For sure.
Yeah, so that changed that changed who I am completely, like the integrating back here, and I love it so much, guys.
I love it
so much.
Yeah, so those are some of our turning points. I think we want to open the floor up now for anyone who has questions or comments. Doesn't have to necessarily be about what we've talked about, but any question about anything, not about anything, but let's be serious. Any kinds of questions or comments, or if you'd like to share one of your own turning points with everyone, something that we can learn from, that is what we can do right now. You may put, okay, there's someone here. How does it go?
Hi, everyone. Njoki here. Nice to meet you all. Lydia Muruge. What's up? Yeah. Yeah.
And my mom is joking.
Well, now I'm your mom. One of my biggest turning points was when I changed my career, like Lydia. Professionally, I'm a HR, but then I knew from the beginning that wasn't what I was supposed to do, what I wanted to do. I am a personal trainer. Yeah, Lydia, I see you working out, and I see I'm like, she's doing the right thing, checking your phone. So one of the biggest things that changed something was, I think, like 2 months ago, when I stood up for myself at a place I was working. And I remember the very first time that I ever stood up for myself from being bullied. I'm always the one you're bullied, and I'm like, it's fine. As long as you didn't physically hurt me, I'm fine, right? The first time I stood up for myself, I was in Form 3, stood up on top of, I was just done with some girl who used to bully me in school. I stood up on top of the desk, and I talked, crying, and my voice was shaking. So 2 months ago, I was working at a place where my boss was just an ass. And I'd had people saying, people from their ethnicity, working with, not to discriminate, but it's just out there, Indians, it's hard to work with them. They bully you. You've heard that narrative, yeah? So I'm an independent personal trainer. So the contract that I had with this specific place that I'm working there was, I don't work for you, I bring clients for you. I'm not your employee, right? So I had my own thing going on. I have this 2 boutique camp that I host every other month. And he was very angry that I was hosting it somewhere else. Whereas I have no obligation to him to host it at the particular place that I'm working, because the contract that I have with you is I bring you clients and they pay you and that's it. And I also pay you a monthly fee to conduct my business at your place. So the guy was, oh, why are you doing this? You should be punished for this. From 1 month to the other, he raised my subscription fee with about 15,000. So he was punishing me for something that I didn't do. And I was just tired of it. And the reason why this guy kept doing it is because no one would stand up to him. So I told him, one day I just went up to him and I told him, thank you, it's been nice doing business here, but from next month I won't be here. He didn't believe me. The next month, so Friday the month is ending, Monday another month is starting. I think this was like in March. I moved with all my clients, about 7 clients. And when I moved with my clients, it means I moved with the money they were supposed to be paying to that gym. He couldn't believe it. He was calling the manager of the gym. Where did this girl go? Why did she go with my clients? I'm like, sir, they're not your clients. I brought these clients to you and you mistreated me. You mistreated, my clients and everything. So that was a good turning point, standing up for myself, because I'm usually like, fine, I'll get the money and it's fine. We can just go on. It's a good gym. That time I was just like, no, I'm just done. That was brilliant. Yeah, that's
D for
nice.
done.
D for done.
I love that.
Good for you.
And you know what, guys? We're always saying, Lord, deliver your daughters from bare minimum, right?
Yeah,
and as soon as I say bare minimum, you've thought of Joroge from down the road.
You know
but
exactly who we are referring to.
It's not just about Joroge. It's not about that. It's like the bare minimum with everything, with the way you have the customer service you have, the way you treat yourself, the food you eat, everything. It doesn't have to be like naeza vumilia. Why does it have to? Why does it have to? I love that for you. Well done,
love
girl.
that for you. Congratulations.
You're an in-betweener and it shows.
Yes,
It shows.
yes.
Anybody else?
Mm-hmm.
Hi guys, my name is Marianne and I just want to quickly share one major turning point in my life, and it was when I went through proper narcissistic abuse in a romantic relationship. And to those of us who don't know what narcissistic abuse is, kindly just Google, kindly do
Well,
that.
you are the last TMI live.
Definitely.
I see. I remember you. I remember you.
Oh yeah. So I was a young mom, and it was during COVID, and I was in this toxic relationship, and it was darkness, and I can't even remember what life was before experiencing this kind of abuse, because basically I feel like I was sleepwalking through life. And when I went through this experience, I just, it's one thing to go through narcissistic abuse, and then it's another comprehending and understanding what is going on. So once I got to a place where I understood what is going on and what has happened, it just changed my entire life. It changed my entire life. It changed the way I see people. It gave me, I feel like I became more empathetic. It changed my relationships. It changed everything. And I became intentional about my life. I became intentional about the kind of mother I want to be. And it changed my entire perspective about life. And I have helped so many of my friends get out of such kind of situations. And even some of my followers on Instagram, I have helped them, and I feel so good about it. And it even gave birth to me going back to school and becoming a life coach. I'm becoming a life coach right now. So I feel like, thank you guys. So I feel like that was one major turning point. And guys, if you are going through or have ever been through narcissistic abuse, you're not alone. And I am on platforms where we have built like a community of people who have gone through that, like the worst of cases of narcissistic abuse. And I have seen it's been like 2-3 years now, and I have seen how much women and men can change once they comprehend what is going on. And people have changed their lives. And people who felt like it was darkness, life has ended, and they have become great people. So if you are going through that, or you have ever been through that, you're not alone, and you can come out and you can be the best version of yourself.
Oh, thank you.
I love that. Thank you so much.
So much.
I'm so proud of you that you decided that the pain ends with you and you're going to do something to help other people. As you can imagine, those are the kind of things I really admire in people.
Definitely.
Yeah, definitely
There's
admire.
a question over
Oh,
there.
there's a babe here.
babe
Oh,
over here.
it's gym time. It's
It's
gym
all
time.
right. I signed up for this.
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Kimbia.
Hello, ladies.
Hi.
My name is Jacinta Wangeshi, and my turning point was actually a year ago. I'm a mom of 3 kids,
Wow.
and my turning point came when my then husband told me something very funny. He told me that he could not marry me because people marry people who they feel are worthy. Like you buy a shoe once you've worn it and it's good on you. It was a very toxic relationship, just like the person before me said. I dealt with that. But within the 1 year that I walked out, I normally say that I actually now have lived more than I lived in the 10 years of my marriage. Because,
I love that.
thank you. In the 1 year that I got out, I was able to become an author. I joined the pageant and I'm the current reigning Mrs. Universe, Nairobi County. And I still went on to also help women. I'm a relationship coach, and I went back to school, which came through a lot of support and help, especially from people like my best friend over here who came in and stepped in because I used to have issues with acne. And my then partner used to tell me, uko na sura inakaa kama ya chapati. Now I can laugh because when I look back by then, it really had an issue even with my confidence. But now looking back to the person that now I am and being able to do the things that I've been able to do, I can say that it was a major turning point. And what I'd like to tell any woman here in this is that nobody has the power to put you down apart from yourself.
Oh,
And I'm really happy because she invited me. I didn't even know what's going on. She brought me here and I had your story, especially Morugi, and I was like, people really go through so much. But it all comes from you starting to believe in yourself.
Absolutely.
Find your clique because she's my skin coach and therapist. She has a skincare company. And she really kept working on my skin. I really tried so much. And the other things is your confidence. Go where you're celebrated.
Oh, yeah.
And right now, at least I can sit back, go back into the dating world feeling like
The
I'm
body
like 10
that
out
you
of
are.
10.
10 out of
Minus
10.
nothing.
Wow.
Yeah. So thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you
so
so
much
much
for
for
sharing that. Can I just say, I applaud you for leaving that relationship with 3 children. Because me right now, even though I'm the one who, if someone DMs me and they start, I always tell them, leave. Me right now. Hey, I don't know. I recognize how difficult it is for you to just leave and there are 3 kids there because, like, honestly, you're willing to withstand a lot because you're like, Sister Nyanze, everything is just me. Single mom era. Like, I can't even imagine being in that position. But you being able to say that a year later, you got the courage to leave. That is not a small thing. So we are so proud of you. So proud of you.
It seems to be there's a recurring theme.
Mm.
The best thing that could happen to you is a heartbreak. This is what you guys are teaching people out here. This is what you guys are teaching you. But guess
Leave
what?
your man.
It's not. Like, take care of your relationships, love on your man, all of that. But if heartbreak comes at the door, don't let it just be pain and nothing.
Yeah.
Do something. Let it bring something out of you. This is so sexy to see, guys.
Really sexy, yeah.
I love it.
Any
Anyone
other
else?
questions or turning points to share? Okay, there's one there.
As
there's
I
one
come
there.
to you, don't forget
You
to
are
check
also
out.
at the TMI live experience. I remember. I remember you.
Oh,
As
go
I'm
ahead.
coming to you, don't forget. Uncover Skincare is there. If you're struggling with acne, they can sort you out.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi.
Flower. Yes, I remember that. Mm-hmm. Check mic.
Oh.
Testing. Oh. Is there another one? Okay.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh yeah, my name is Flower. My turning point. It's also first of all like really inspiring hearing older people. Sorry, I'm 22.
Extra large sisters.
So we are literally like 100 to you. I
Yeah,
get
no,
it. We hear
no.
you.
But I think like I just went through the first season of my life of turning points where I can genuinely look back and be like, I'm a different person. Last year, actually, when I'd come to the TMI live, I had only been home for maybe 4 months. I had decided to leave college because I was mentally ill. And that was probably the hardest decision I've ever made in my life. And I had to like watch my friends graduate this year and like say goodbye to a lot of dreams that I had. And I was very attached to life going in one specific way. But I'm going back to school next month. So and it's very interesting, like sitting and listening to my friends be like, I wish I had taken a break. I would have had more perspective and made more of my time in college. And I really feel that because not only am I finally well, sane mentally, but like I feel like the biggest thing I just realized is you have to give a shit about yourself. Like there's nothing that is gonna happen in life if you don't give a shit about yourself. And I can finally say like I've been so intentional about even working out. Like this is the first 6 months of my life where I can be like, I've gone to the gym consistently. But it's like, yeah. So and lots of things that I did so many things that I never thought that was so hard to do. Being sober, becoming celibate, like cutting off so many friendships, going out to look for new friends and find new community. It's like I just feel like now I'm at a point where it's like there's nothing I can't do because everything I thought I couldn't do, I did. So it's and that's the theme I keep hearing with people. And turning points are really hard, but they also mean you're learning. And I think there's nothing worse than going through life and not growing and not learning. So yeah, it's like you're brave for doing hard things. Yes.
You are.
You are. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Flora. Thank you for being here again.
And all the best. All the best as you go back to school.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
I don't know where to start. My name is Kezia. Hi Lydia. Hi Murugi.
Hi Kezia.
I'm from Germany.
Oh.
I'm here for the month.
Oh.
I'm a mom of 3. Yeah, single mom. Also from a toxic relationship. Yeah. I want to say my turning point was when I gave birth to my last kid. He's gonna be 2 years in September. And I was just like, you know what? I don't like how I look at myself. When I check myself in the mirror, I'm like, I don't like who this is. I'm not happy. I'm constantly battling with, I started even developing high blood pressure. I started taking medication. I'm 34, 10.5. And I'm like, who is this? Who is this, babe? I'm usually so happy. I'm all about life and excitement. And I decided to take control of my life. And I remember when Murugi started the journey, the plastic surgery, and she was so open about it. This is me 1 week post-op. I had I had a breast reduction and liposuction. Yeah.
And you're here 1 week later.
Wow.
People are going to think I was lying to them about the death I experienced.
It was a life and death experience. I had to have a blood transfusion. I lost so much blood. But I was like, you know what? I didn't tell anybody because I was like, let me just keep it to myself. My family is not really open about such things. They're like, that money tonight I couldn't a plot now. But I'm so happy with myself right now. I check myself in the mirror. I'm not yet there. I'm still recovering, but I'm so, like, I'm going back next week and I'm going as a new person. And I feel so happy.
Oh my God.
So happy
I
for
love
you.
that for you.
Yeah.
I feel like for sure, I think after I have kids, I always feel like, am I done with kids? I'm literally going to go somewhere and just be like, sort me out.
Cut
Figure
everything
it out. Figure it out. Back to what it was.
No, but if you said if your mom is anything to go by, I feel like look at her. You said you
Amen.
don't-
But I'm saying the possibilities is there. So
It's always
that's
the
so nice.
possibility.
Feeling good about yourself is everything, and you
Yeah.
deserve that. Anybody else?
There was someone else here at the front. Where is our marathon runner? She gonna need to.
We have a question at the back.
Oh, okay, fine. And then you come to the front here, a lady in green.
Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Hi, Muruge. Hi, Lydia.
Hi,
My name is Sarah. I work for the government and also I'm a life coach. I advertised with you, Lydia. Thank you so much for your platform. We are changing lives and we are there to stay. So my question is to the TMI team. How do we bring along the men? Because we are hearing stories of people being in toxic relationships and all that. But how do we bring them along? Because even in this particular event, this is the only guy who's here. I mean, yeah, so there's no, what can I say? We are moving way ahead and we are leaving them behind. And when we leave them behind, somehow they pull us also behind, especially if you're in a marriage, especially if you're in a relationship, especially even when we are raising our own sons, yeah? So my question to TMI is, how do we bring the men on board? Because we need them. For us to move as a society, we need both the sexes on the same boat. But when the women are way ahead and the men are behind, they keep on pulling us, and it's the reality of things. Thank you.
I think there is a part that we can play, and I think the frustrating process is that it's hard to pull anyone anywhere. Like, it needs to be something which is just like, you are a proactive participant in the change that you want to create, and I am here to support. What ends up happening is that it feels like, it's like we're telling them, you guys, you're not doing it the way we want. Come, let's do it. And sometimes that causes even more friction. Personally, what I think one of the things we need to do is check the way we uphold the stereotypes that keep them behind. So if it's, we were talking about this in one of the episodes, right? Men should not express emotions. There are so many of us women who uphold that. There are so many of us who uphold anything that's, anything towards men being vulnerable. If we are upholding those stereotypes, right, then they're actually they're being used against us. So if you're tweeting and threading and Instagramming, whatever it is that you're doing, the message you're sending is being seen by other people as well. So if we can create an environment where men are, invited to have these kind of platforms and it be normal, then gently, I think that's our part. To stop upholding the stereotypes that keep them behind. That's the part we can do. And when they do bring those kind of platforms, man talk, we've even collaborated. We are doing that part.
We are trying our best, honestly.
So then we encourage that and we reel it in. And because in this event, like, we're always talking about King Between Us, we're always telling you guys, come. But then at the end of the day, I can't come to your house and get you dressed and bring you here.
Yeah, but we do actually meet so many in between us, like outside. Like, we are always meeting King Between Us, like literally everywhere. And I feel like they're even more forthright in coming and saying, oh, by the way, I'm a King Betweener than even the Queen Between Us, or maybe at almost like the same. But the thing is that also I feel like for them, they probably don't maybe want to be seen to be enjoying this kind of content, even though they really do. And the comments, by the way, that we get from men, even on our YouTube comments or in the DMs, are usually so well thought through. It's like sometimes it's just like, I would never have thought about that because I'm not a man and they have thought about it. I feel like if you're a girlfriend, maybe even sharing with him some content, maybe you've done a reel about something to do with women or something to do with men, and you share with him like, haha, babe, maybe look at this kind of thing. Because a lot of men also say, oh, my wife is always listening to you guys. Listen, when he's there in the bedroom, even he gets a few pointers or something like that. But yeah, ultimately, I feel like it's just like society just needs to move us in that direction because I don't know if they will ever come for the actual TMI event. Maybe if we had like, it's TMI times man talk or something, then it's like, oh, I'm going to see the men. It's not like, mekuja kuona wa mama.
Yeah, so and I think we can encourage the change that we see and then also work on ourselves as far as participating in the change that we want to see. I think that's how we can help, right? All of you who said you had boyfriends and right? I hope so.
So before I go to the front, there's a King Betweener who has a question. I mean, the only
King Betweener.
Hi, King Betweener.
Wapinduru, guys. Wapinduru. Woo! Hi.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
First of all, my name is Joe. I'm not ashamed to be the only King Betweener, honestly.
I love that.
We were supposed to come here with my girlfriend, but she had to travel last minute for work. So she hold me by the throat. You have to go. So I better make it to the videos.
You're
because
there.
otherwise
There you are.
she's going to kill me. But I think my turning point was when she introduced me to watching you guys, because she's definitely the one who told me to start watching, and start watching it with her. And then Lydia, thank you very much for the therapy. Big ups. We started going to therapy, on my own, and changed my career. I'm living my best life right now.
Oh my God.
Love that.
That is incredible. Oh
Thank
my
you.
goodness.
And thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for
Yeah, your
being
girlfriend
here.
really trusts you.
Huh?
A room full of
A
women.
room full of women. She
One
told you,
guy.
go. Go.
Okay. Wow. That's a question.
Hi.
Hi.
I have had so many closer there. I've had so many turning points in my life, so I'm just going to pick one for today, and it's the most recent one. So I'm a yoga teacher and a pole dance teacher.
Girl.
Your body is banging. Your body, it shows. It shows. We need.
Thank you. So I started teaching pole recently, and the reason why I'm saying this is my turning point is because ever since I started, I had to deal with so much, the stereotypes, or you're becoming a stripper, you're teaching women, what is this you're teaching? But then I know why we started this discipline as a fitness, and also opened up a studio just to bring women to discover themselves, feel themselves, like tap into their strengths and flexibility and stuff like that. And for me, I know we're doing something different, not what the world thinks. Yeah. So when I was listening to TMI recently, and I think it was Lydia, or I think either of you was talking about the hazards that we come across in our different choices that we make in life, in our occupations. And I was just in the kitchen washing utensils, and as I was listening, and then someone said, yeah, that's a hazard, an occupational hazard. We need to accept and just be ready for whatever. So with the moment I heard that, I was like, yeah, so I am more in acceptance of it, and I feel comfortable standing up and saying I'm a pole dance teacher, and I love it because I love how people that we meet feel after every class. Yeah. And I'm excited to continue doing the work, and I'm loving it.
Go, girl!
Love that.
Yeah.
Amazing. We
Yeah.
should do a pole dance class together.
We should. I was saying, my therapist told me, I was having a conversation with her about social media shitstorm. Yeah, these things are actually things you need to talk to your therapist about. And she told me, she was just like, everyone has different occupational hazards,
That's
maybe,
just yours.
this is just yours. And every single job has one. So I love that that's the way that you saw it. It doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with your job. It doesn't mean it's a problem that you're doing it. This is just part of it. I'm
It's
so
just
glad
part of
for
what
you,
it
Han.
means. Yeah, that's so sexy. Love that. Oh, G.
No, like she didn't mention where the studio is.
Oh yes, where is your studio so that people can go? They can
G-plug,
sign up.
G-plug, you have the mic.
Okay, so get out your phones because it's a long word, you might forget. Instagram. It's called Birds of Paradise Studio.
I think I've seen someone post that.
Has anyone watched the new Survival of the Thickest? They talked about the Birds of Paradise. Everyone should watch that show. It's amazing.
Karibuni, I hope to see you there in class.
Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Any other question or comment? Okay, there's one. We'll get to. And there's over there.
Oh, that side. We need a mic on that side.
Hi guys.
Hi.
My name is Frida. I want to start by saying, Murugi, you have beautiful eyes.
Thank you. She does.
So I'm going to first comment about what inspired me from you guys. You, Murugi, you're hardworking. Like, since I started following you when you were still Yummy Mommy, it's taken me so long to adapt to Murugi Munya. I always keep saying, Yummy Mommy. Even Nancy, nimekusave like Yummy Mommy's PR. I don't know how to change, but I love that you're still very consistent and you keep saying that. You've really encouraged me to being consistent in everything that I do. Lydia, the way you love yourself, the way you just out there being you. Sometimes we fear just getting out there and saying, this is who I am. You've encouraged me to actually go out there because I'm a singer and we experience a lot of, backlash. What are you doing at night? You're working at night and all those kind of things. Now, my turning point, because I want to just be done, was when I got sacked. I used to work for a bank, Barclays. I don't know whether I'm allowed to say that.
Now umeshasema.
So I used to be a banker and I used to hate it. I don't have an issue with bankers. It's a good job. If you love it, do it. It's just not meant for me. But I used to do that, and then it got to a point where I was like, what am I doing? I would wake up and I'm like, where am I going? What am I doing this? And because of that, I was not performing and I got sacked. So when I got sacked is when I realized I can actually get paid through my talents. I can make money from singing. I can make money from what I love to do. I have a YouTube channel. Now I'm an interior designer. I do a lot of stuff because now I know I can do what I can do and make money from that. But if I didn't get sacked, if I didn't lose my job, I think I'll still be there every day doing all that. So it doesn't matter what you're doing. If it's getting sacked, if it's just getting sick and you're back, whatever turning point it is that you're going through, it could be a game changer for your life. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Amazing. Thank
Love
you so
that.
much.
I think that goes like what you're always saying is like when someone said to you, I don't know if it was in your DM, Ati, that your breakup was the best thing that happened to you. And you're like, are you mad?
Oh yeah, by the way,
Are
let's
you
just
mad?
scratch that. My breakup was not the best thing that ever happened to me. It's
yeah.
what I did
It's
with
what
it.
you did
it's
with
what
it.
you did with it. Some people get sacked and that's the end of their life. But
it.
what you did with it, look at you now, girl. I wanted you to sing for us, but I won't put pressure on you.
Okay, there was her and then some babes over there at the back.
Hi, Queen Bettinas.
Yeah, stand up, please.
She's pregnant. Please.
Oh, you're pregnant.
Oh my gosh.
Oh.
Yeah, sorry. I could have stood, but I can't. First of all, I'm really happy to have bumped into your TMI. I've watched all 106 episodes, if I'm not wrong.
That's how many we have out.
That was going to be our one question for giveaway. Like
Sorry. So I just wanted to encourage someone today. Something happened last year. My firstborn is 10. So there's a very huge gap, as you can see. And they found out I had fibroids last year in April. And I remember I was so scared of going to do the surgery because they had said the way the fibroids are located or situated in my womb, I can't have children. And we really tried. But I was really afraid to go have them removed. And I just remember there's an episode I was watching of TMI, and because I listen to Lydia a lot, because I was telling our MC today, I'm on a personal development journey right now, so about conquering our fears. And I just remember telling myself I have to go have this surgery done, and it was done last year, October. And by January this year, I had already conceived. So, yeah, here we are. So just want to encourage someone, if you're afraid of doing something, if there's any fear you have in you that is stopping you from conquering something, just go for it. The surgery was scary, but I can see the fruits of my labor, literally. Yeah, so I just want to encourage all of you. And thank you guys for your platform. And I hope, guys, as we watch them, we are learning something, we are growing, we are glowing. So let's come out the other side bigger and stronger.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm always sorry. You go ahead, babe.
You go, baby.
Okay, I'll go. I've always felt like the I don't know if it's the worst, but it's just a strange thing about being pregnant is everyone looks at you like, so you had sex. Like we all know that you had sex, but it's just like, so it's like, oh, me and my husband, we are pregnant. It's like, so Mulikama na tombana or what? Because like, what's going on? Like you start to picture. Anyway, congratulations.
Congrats. And fear doesn't go, by the way. I think the idea is like, I want to conquer this fear. How do I stop feeling afraid? You don't. You don't. Like anything that's gonna be unfamiliar is gonna feel scary, but you just tell yourself that whether it feels scary or not, I do it, and I'm so happy for you.
So happy for you, yes.
Hello, hi.
Hello.
My name is June. You guys look lovely.
Thank you. So do you.
Okay, thank you so much. So I wanted to say a comment. My man is an office. Best suited for the person who is suited for that opportunity.
Oh, her man is an
office. So it changes over time. My
president.
man can be anyone. Guys.
Oh.
Yeah,
Wow.
so don't tie yourself to it. Okay.
Oh, wow.
The second thing I wanted to say was, what I have learned as a turning point in my life is that I'm the constant. Whatever happens, if it's heartbreak, if it's joy, life just continues. You see?
Yeah.
And so once you embrace that, like the mx plus c equals to whatever, I don't remember the equation. I was in high school so many years ago. But that mx plus c, you are the constant. The m might change, the x might change, but you are the constant. So embrace that and be yourself through every season. Whatever happens, you are there. And you're the one who has always been there. So embrace that. Thank you.
Your confidence is so sexy.
No, I like that approach. So you can say my man as many times because it's an office. Whoever is occupying it at that point in time, it applies to you. But if it changes,
My man, ni nyinyi. Ni nyinyi hapa. You're my man, my man, my man.
Hi guys.
Hi.
First of all, I love you too. I'm a new in-betweener, but I love your content.
How many episodes have you watched?
Kufuatana like 35.
Oh, okay.
Lakini pia naenda hivi because I have to follow the new episodes, you know.
Yeah, girl.
My name is Bernadine. I had someone say she's 22. I'm also 22. My biggest turning point was learning that I am desirable as a woman.
Wow.
And the reason why I say this is, as a child, I've always been plus size, right? And especially a lot of men in my life, a lot of important men. I remember a story specifically that told me that the bottom line was, if a man ever marries you in the very unlikely event, he will come to his senses one day, right? And it's made me really sit through a lot of shit. When I was 17, I was raped. When I was 20, I was raped. And the first thing that went through my mind was, oh, at least, you know, at least I wasn't, they see me as someone desirable, maybe I wanted it. I mean, yeah. So I really want to speak out. One thing I really did was, especially in my friend group, really talking about sexual relationships and being desirable and having that open sort of environment, space. And one thing I really want to encourage anyone who's struggling with their body image is that you are desirable the way you are. You don't need to change shit. And even if you're in an environment that says no, like if you just get out of that environment, go walking outside, the number of catcalls you're going to get, girl, it should tell you something. And yeah, I just want to really ask people to build their confidence and love yourself.
Yay!
Love that.
Love that for you. And I'm so sorry that those things happened to you. And it's never about what anyone was wearing or what they were doing or you didn't deserve that. You did not.
Yeah, thank you so much for sharing.
Hi Lydia, hi Murugi.
Hi.
So my name is Angelica. I'm 20 years old. I just have a comment. I've noticed like everyone who's spoken is like maybe they have a career, they have a job. So personally, I just feel like I don't have that kind of life experience yet. I'm still a student. So I just wanted to say something on behalf of those who are like 20.
Your friends.
Yeah,
you're okay.
It's just nice to be here, like to have encountered this platform. I at like 19, because we are going to like go through the rest of our 20s with the experiences that we've learned from TMI as a podcast. So I just wanted to say it's like really nice for me, and I'm sure for many other in-betweeners who are still like university students, because you know what university is like there are many things to go through. So I'm happy that we'll go through like the rest of our university lives, our 20s, with all the lessons that we've learned from the two of you. Thank you.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you for that comment.
I feel like we always say that,
we
right?
always say that. And actually, when we started TMI, I don't know who we thought our target audience was, but it's not what it ended up being. So we definitely didn't think it would be like the 18, 19, 20 category. We thought it would be like women in their, like, I guess who are the same age as us, like late 20s to 30s. But actually we found that a majority are like university students or people who are like early on in life, who are like, oh, these are what you guys have gone through, so we can learn about them and then not have to go. We walked so you could run. Yes.
Yeah, and thank you for being here, because this platform is open to many people, but not
Yes.
everyone leans into it
Yeah.
to kind of get what you want. Guys, can we show hands? Let's do a poll. 18 to 25, hands up. 18 to 25, hands up, kabisa.
Wow.
Okay. Yeah, mko wengi.
25 to 30.
26 to 30, I
Or 26 to 30, yeah.
26 to 30.
So the majority are not even in the 30s. Like
Wait,
who's left?
30,
Above 30.
Above 30. Oh wow. Oh, she as well. Oh yeah, I remember.
So we are the minority.
Yeah, we are the minority.
Tukutane hapa nyuma ya hii
Yes.
tent tuongee after this.
Yeah, thank you so much for being here. I feel like it's always something to feel like you're contributing to someone's growth. You guys are gonna make your own mistakes. I promise you. No matter how much we say, get out of the toxic relationship, save, do all of these things. Life is the greatest teacher. But the fact that you're taking a bit as you grow is amazing. And to be honest, it's probably one of the things that makes us so proud about TMI.
Exactly.
Being able to be part of you guys' growth.
Yeah. Any other questions?
Any other question?
Hi.
There's a babe here too. Huh?
Here. On your left.
Oh, hiya.
All right. Hi.
Hi, Morugi. Hi, Lydia. Hi, family. So,
not family.
My name is Elsie. I've been avoiding telling people what I do, but I'm in cybersecurity. And so what I would like to say, right now, in this room, we are like 99% women. And this is something I would like to say, like it's something I'm campaigning for. I want to tell women, be that friend. Your friend won't fear telling you what's eating them up, because they fear you are going to tell another friend and they will feel embarrassed by what you told them. So I've been struggling with mental health for a while, but I'm not doing therapy. And I came to figure out the reason why I have not been speaking out is because I had trust issues. But I didn't have bad friends, but I felt that fear of, if I tell someone and they tell another person, then that person has another friend, so it will be a whole circle of people who know what I'm going through, and I'm not ready to deal with a whole community of people who know what I'm going through. So I've seen memes of, when you tell someone, na usiambie mtu, it does not include your man, ama it does not include your BFF.
That's factual.
Morugi, that is Morugi.
That must be Morugi. So what I'm encouraging ladies, please, some things you don't have to say. You don't have to tell another person, no matter how much you trust them. Let other women trust you with something they're struggling with, knowing that you're not going to tell another person. So for me, that's a campaign. Please, please, as much as you're moshene tamu, please, try keep it to yourself, assist where you can. If you feel it's too much for you to assist, maybe you can refer them to a therapist, or you can refer a therapist to your friend, because when someone is going through a shitty moment, sometimes it's hard for them to seek help. So sometimes it's up to you to talk to the person who is supposed to assist them, to come to them. So tuache to that thing of siri, as much as umeniambia nisiambie mtu ati my man ama my best friend is si mtu, ni mtu. So try keep it to yourself. Let's trust each other as ladies. Thank you.
Morugi, you're tagged for sure.
No, wait first. We have a comment to make. She could defend, but on behalf of others who may be struggling with a similar thing. I think, one, it's important to know your friends. Okay? And I feel like different friends serve different purposes in your life. I know what friends I will tell when I know this person will never, she would rather be slaughtered in the street than tell anyone else. Lydia, you just know anything you tell me, you know Zach knows. Yeah, I mean, that just goes without saying. So, but I feel like, so I would not be the kind of person to be like, if this one cannot leave your lips, then now I'm not the one being told. But I definitely feel like it's important as a woman to have friends who is like, I can tell this person if I need the whole chama to know about it, or I tell this person if I need, the entire content creation community to know about it, or this one is just for if they're not going to tell anyone. Yeah.
I also think by the time you're sharing something, there's a comfort level that you need to have with yourself. I know for sure that most of the time, the fear of being judged comes from the fact that I'm judging myself. And yeah, there's some things that are just private, period. But when I ease the judgment of what I'm experiencing, when I share it, it feels like, okay, fine. If you tell someone, it's not the end of the world, because I'm not even thinking about what if you tell someone, what would they see me as, all of these things. So it's a dance between you gauging and also you guys being better friends, really. Yeah.
Also, yes. She's trying to speak.
Joan and Lydia, just in respects to time, I know everyone would like to ask a question, but could you just give me a bit of guidance? I'll be taking the last questions on this side as I move that way, and
Yes.
you guys can just give some
Okay.
direction on the question.
Okay, sure.
Oh, hi guys. I'm Dana, and I was here the last recording, and it's so nice to see you guys. This is so much growth. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
My turning point is last year at the live record, literally mourning my ex. We had been engaged. I don't know if you can remember, but okay. We had been engaged, and then the engagement had to end because he was a narcissist, and I was literally mourning that. But right now, I'm okay. I'm healed. I'm fantastic. I'm in a really good relationship right now. So yeah, so I just needed to let you guys know. Yeah, and I am Dana.
Love it.
Jerry.
Yeah,
Oh.
do you know what? I knew the story was going to go like, I'm doing well, because look how you are looking
You're
so
glowing,
sexy.
my
Yeah,
God.
it's giving healed for sure.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take the last statement from this side as
Yeah.
we.
Okay.
Hello, everyone. I am Kapura Cecilia. For those who know me, maybe I'm the team leader at Vita Farm. And in my experience, I wanted to share something. In my experience, it is crucial to exercise caution when selecting individuals to be part of your inner circle, whether in business or friendship. It is important to take necessary time to evaluate them. Sometimes we assume because they talk the same language as you, they are genuine and are a good fit. You will be shocked, some are not, but a good number are. It's also worth noting that not all individuals may have genuine loyalty towards you as a person. Their loyalty may be driven by what they can gain from you. As their needs change, their loyalty can shift as well, so it is essential to be mindful of this fact. Sometimes certain individuals may also enter your life with the intention to elevate themselves, mistakenly believing that tearing down will help them achieving their goals. So adopting an abundant mindset is very vital because success and happiness are unlimited resources but can be shared by all of us. Ultimately, always trust God as He has a way of bringing the best people in life. Just like the way He brought Murugi and Lydia KM in our lives, I appreciate you two people. I've been following for quite some time now. I'm in my 30s, among the minimum people, and I'm proud of you. Keep changing lives.
Thank you so
If I'm
much.
allowed-
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Do we want to take one last question?
Sorry. Okay, I've been given permission by her. If I'm allowed, I can give vouchers to like 4 ladies. Yeah, you just experience
See her
good
if you
skin
need to.
from Vita Farm.
Oh, how lovely. Please.
Four of them. That's fantastic. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
All right.
If you're interested,
Who
I
else
think
did
we'll
you
take.
see
that has a question?
I think we say one more question.
Okay,
because
two,
guys,
because
as you
I've
can
seen
see,
two
we
here.
want to give you guys some goodies.
We have,
want to
yeah,
give you some
and
goodies.
we have questions. Which Geraldine, I know you're there trying to do research, but you don't think you're gonna win, sweetie. I don't think.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
Hi. Just first of all, do we have any West African in the house right now? Any West African?
No?
Okay. Anyway, I guess I'm probably the only one. So I'm from Sierra Leone initially, and I guess honestly, I just want to say this is my first like really colorful girl kind of event like in Kenya. And I think it's so beautiful because you all look so amazing. I've never experienced this much beauty in one room. Like it's unbelievable. And then also shout out to my friend Anne. I've never heard of TMI up until today actually.
Oh, wow, really?
And I almost didn't make it because my laptop, had issues. So shout out to Anne that you guys have such, I don't know, like loyal fans and viewers who are like, hey, you should come to this event. And I love podcasts, and I'll definitely be listening. And this is something that it is a dream for it to happen in Sierra Leone, where I'm from. So like to see this happening, it's 4 p.m. We're having fun.
Yeah.
The discussions are healthy, and it's like beautiful. So this is a great impression of Kenya and the events community. I'm just honestly pleased. Like, it's amazing. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And my friend
And thank
Anne,
you,
she
Anne.
invited me.
Yeah.
Hi guys.
Hi. Thank you for bringing
You're
someone.
welcome. Hi Murugi. Hi Lydia.
Hiya.
So for me, I'd like to add on to what everyone else has said. Thank you so much for talking about your life stories and I feel inspired on my end. Maybe there's one topic that we haven't really touched on, and I would like to say, when you meet me, I'll probably talk more on grief. So we have a podcast called Grief Angels Podcast. You can check it out. I'd like to say, show up for your grief and always show up for others, show up for yourself. And nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you. Thank you for spreading the word, and
Thank
we
you
really
guys
appreciate it.
for everyone who tells someone about TMI. Because when you guys send screenshots that this is our family group, I've told these guys, can they go and watch? Some people are even saying go from minute 27 to minute 32. I'm like, wow. I myself, I didn't know that's what we were talking about in those minutes. But thank you so much to everyone who tells people about TMI. We really appreciate it.
that so much. We want to give you guys some goodies because we really appreciate you guys.
yes.
I know we say it, but we truly
really
appreciate you. Here we have a few goodies, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do some questions about TMI. TMI trivia. Who's ready? T, you're ready. Yeah, always ready.
But Terembe is the one who I wanted her to be the one to see who is the first one to put up their hand, because I feel like you're impartial.
Yeah?
Can you do it? Okay,
Can you?
Oh, she's not impartial.
She's not.
I feel like you are. Yeah. Okay, so
Okay, but you
utasimama hapa
stand here.
katikati.
Yeah.
Thank you. This is our friend Terembe. Everyone, clap for Terembe. Such a gorgeous kid.
Yeah,
Yes.
just look who had the
The
hand
first
up
one.
first.
So we
Yeah.
have like over 10 questions, guys, and there are
Because
different
we
things
have
that we are giving away. Yes.
12.
Bandari Beauty. So yeah, for Bandari Beauty,
It's a lot.
we have
We are being
10.
told it's just a lot.
Yeah. From Bandari Beauty, they gave us 10 giveaway bags with 2 products each. Now, unajua vile skincare inakuanga expensive. In this economy, it's like, are my kids not having sugar this month? Or am I moisturizing my face? You choose. From Mystique Bakers, who are the ones who did our beautiful cake. And as usual, we always get
Our
Mystique
partners
Bakers.
forever,
Yeah, we have 3 custom cake vouchers. We have 2 dessert boxes. From Blush Box, they gave us a makeup kit and a skincare kit. So, we ask a question. If you have the answer, you put up your hand. Please only put up your hand if you know the answer. Please. Like, let's just be serious. We know you want the skincare, but only put up your hand if you know the answer. Okay, guys?
Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Okay.
So, I think we're starting with the Bandari Beauty items, right?
Yeah, we'll start with. There are 10 of these guys, so we're giving you guys 10 questions.
Yes.
TMI trivia, go.
TMI
Some of this
trivia.
I found out today myself. So good luck, guys.
We are going to start easy. And then are we going to have a start? And there's no shouting out answers. Kama hujachaguliwa, usishout.
But if the spirit calls you to stand up and jump, feel free.
And then now everyone is jumping.
Let them
Excuse me.
jump. Let them feel hot. Let's get the party started.
Okay, fine. First question. Very easy. We are starting on a very easy note. On what episode? Hey. Siri ulize swali. Relax, Siri. On what episode did our intro change?
Okay.
Wait.
Which episode did our intro change? Yeah.
Episode 105.
Correct.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Lydia herself.
I was like, 100
and
that's
something.
amazing.
I'm getting married in the next 2 weeks.
Oh, congratulations!
Ungetuambia kila mtu avae like white. We just said this is your bridal shower. You should have said. Okay.
Okay, so this is another one. Same for another Bandari Beauty goodie. What date was the first video we posted on YouTube?
July.
Huh?
July 2nd.
That's the first episode.
But not the first YouTube
It's actually
video.
the 7th of July is the first episode. But what's the first video we posted?
Sai mngekuwa mmesha scroll, mmeshafika kwa hiyo video. Flower power.
Flower?
Laura, you need help. We don't want you to fall in these hills.
The first video. on
Yes.
YouTube, June 29th.
Correct.
100%. Ding,
Wow,
ding,
ding, ding.
And also, Morugi remembered that we posted the first video on 29th of June, 2021. And on the 29th...
No, thank you, my
Another question.
sweetheart. You
Right,
keep
is that
quiet.
All right? Now they're going to know.
Okay, another super easy one. How many brand partners have we worked with on TMI? Yo ni rahisi. It's less than 10. Who said 6? Someone said 6, but I don't know who it is.
And we have more mics somewhere in there.
Is there another mic? Because we...
Someone to do more running. 4 none. Okay.
6.
6.
Yeah.
Fantastic. That is correct.
For you.
Now, for another bag, tell us the 6.
All 6.
Sorry. Before you answer, when I'm coming towards you, let's meet halfway, okay?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, fine. So because we still have many bags to give away, we can say you say 2, you'll get a bag. Another one says 2, they get a bag.
Okay.
T?
Go on.
Who else? Okay.
Hi everyone, my
Hi.
name is Washuka. Obviously Beducated,
One.
the most
Yes.
famous
Mhm.
one. And you also did with Big Girl.
Done. Ah,
got it.
fantastic. Cute.
All right, those two
Yeah,
more
those two
for
more.
one
Mhm.
bag. My friends are silent. Wow.
And my sisters have gone to the toilet. Conveniently. Another 2. Is it working?
Hello.
Hi.
Your host Airbnbs. It is
No,
No,
the episodes.
for the episodes,
Brand
like
partners
a
for the
brand
episodes.
partner.
Someone else?
Good attempt.
Yes. Right here. Oh, there's some here as well. We need 22 mics, honestly.
Do you need someone else to help you? Tebby. Take it upon yourself, Mama, please.
Hi.
My name is Koi. Where you go for your skin care?
For the podcast.
We have
Brand
someone
partners
there
on the podcast.
For the podcast.
X.
Someone on the one on the back.
Skillshare?
No.
Oh.
Wrong podcast.
Someone on that side.
Then Tebby, you'll choose someone from that side.
And we just say, see if you can say out loud. Uh-huh.
1.
We said 2. Now umepeana.
You only have 1.
Okay, someone else with 2. Umepewa moja hapa.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
We have Beducated.
No, Beducated was said.
Okay, we have what did you say? Mary Stops.
Yes.
And we have the one for the wine one.
What was the wine one? Tumpatie ama tusimpatie? Okay, sawa. Chukua bas.
There you go. Let them hear the wine company.
Yes.
You
Okay.
have 2 more. This is my friend. Oh, there's someone. Where?
So there are only 2 that have not yet been mentioned.
Said it. 2 more, huh?
Nope. For an episode. A brand partner for an episode. Maybe the question was vague. 2 more. Guys,
2
one of
more,
them
guys.
is so obvious. My gosh.
Okay.
There was one.
Thank you.
Netflix, Queen Charlotte.
Yes, that's one. Another one?
Oh, another one.
Yeah, Mwisho. And this one was the first sponsored one that we ever did. First sponsored video.
Let's show. Anyone shout it out? Not my curves. Shout someone else.
I have one. There's one here. I know everyone has forgotten it, so I need a bag for this
Wine
one.
shop.
My name is Abigail from Nigani.
That's the one.
You guys don't even remember.
Burst our eardrums right now.
Do you remember? Neither did I. I
Yeah.
remember today.
That was our first sponsored video.
yeah.
Yes. I feel like you deserve it. You remember the Netflix.
Yeah, and you can say, for another one, you can say which episode that was.
Which one? The from Nigani?
Yeah.
Anyone
Who
know
knows
which
the
episode it was?
First
Yeah, from
sponsorship.
Nigani.
Huh? Yeah.
She gave her one.
She's already been given.
Laura, she gave her one.
Yeah. What episode was that?
You don't want some skincare?
Just guess.
No. Nope. Nope.
With
Nope.
man talk.
Nope. Nope. Now you guys
With
are just
man
shouting
talk.
numbers.
With
Nope.
man talk.
No. 15.
Yeah.
Her.
15, wow.
You got it.
After
You got
100
it.
guesses, that was just a random guess.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Are we done with the bags? Oh, there's 2 more bags. Okay, 4 more. Oh yeah, so there we have 2. For another Bandari Beauty bag, we had our first collaboration with Mantalk, right? What episode was that?
The lady in the den.
How do you know? Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. Well done.
Well done. Okay, Tebby, look for us for the next one. So, speaking of guests, this one is easy. Hey, madam. Wow, this is like African societies where the president has been announced and we are still at the polling station. As a total number, how many guests have we had on TMI? In green, okay. Yeah, discuss amongst yourselves.
Hi.
Hi.
See?
Was it how the baby in green? Oh, the baby in green. No, how many? No, it's not 6.
No, it's not 6. Not
Hi.
just,
Hi.
7.
No.
Not just celebrity guests, guys.
All guests, like
All
all of
guests.
them, moja moja hivyo. No. No. Nope. No. As individual numbers. So come on, account over 25. There are 4 people.
Let me move.
Yes. Number.
The people on the other side feel neglected, so let me move there.
Okay. No.
17.
No. Actually, now I'm even doubting my own answer. Where, Lydia, Ebu, come here.
Okay.
How many did we say they were?
Let's just count it together, guys.
Let's count.
Morugi
Okay.
was the one who asked this, and now she doesn't
Actually,
remember.
I think it's 12. Now one is going to get it. Aye. You was yes, Namko Mesema. You were saying 6.
Okay, all right. Whoever said 12, tell us which one.
Okay, whoever said 12.
Yeah,
okay.
tell us.
Then tell us. Say them all out.
Why you guys? You said 12. You know all of them. You know all of them. No, she said she doesn't. You know all of them. All 12.
Yeah.
Okay, we are going to have a question specifically for the babes over
12.
there.
You know all of them.
Here.
Okay, let's go.
All right. Over 25, so the 4 girls.
4.
Shiv Simani.
Uh-huh.
Kit Carrier. How many so far? We have
6.
7.
No, we had 6.
4. Oh yeah, 6.
McKenna and Jerry.
Chris, Muredi.
Kome and Eli.
9.
How many so far? 10?
9.
Angie and your sister.
Yes.
Aggie and Angie. And
That's the
then
one you guys forgot.
One last one. Jules alone.
Okay, no, we already counted her. That's not the last one.
There's one more. The lady from Mary Stokes.
Yes, the lady from Mary Stokes.
Oh, wow.
Give the bag.
Phenomenal.
Even us, we had forgotten.
Yeah,
like, in fact,
literally.
we had forgotten Aggie and Angie.
Yeah.
We're just like,
Aggie
who
and
else
Angie.
has
No, I
come
don't
on the
remember
podcast?
that.
I
They
don't
were
remember. Crazy. Okay, fine. What do we need to give away now? Blush box?
Yeah.
It's cute.
Oh, right. Yeah.
We have the cake vouchers.
All right, cake vouchers. Okay, fine. So there are 3 of them, and then there's 2 dessert boxes. I think we can all agree that one of the cake vouchers should go to our one king betweener, guys.
Yeah.
Mnaonaje?
Yeah.
Please, pen him say.
Yeah.
Eh? It's in there.
It's already in there.
Great.
Okay, so actually we have a little gift for our king betweener.
Oh, fantastic.
And his gorgeous girlfriend.
Yes.
It's a little care package from Blush Box. Thank you to your girl, and thank you so much for coming as well.
Thank you.
Woo! Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Receive on her behalf.
Okay, now we give away what?
At least I have evidence now, yeah?
Exactly.
Yes, thank you so much.
5 cake vouchers. 3 cake vouchers and 2 dessert boxes. Yeah, 2 cakey, 2. Okay, fine. Do you have any? Okay, let me give you guys an easy one. On what date did we hit 100K subscribers? We need to go to that side over there. You see that side over there?
Yeah. 14th
And they putting
June.
their hands up. No.
Oh,
okay.
no one has their hands up.
June.
No.
No.
14th June.
Here, this
But
the
I
babe
want-
here in the
29th of June. That's
correct.
you.
Hii meza lakini wameshinda sana. Hata usiangalia hapo sasa.
Yeah.
Yes, you go to the other side.
The middle, I feel like we're from Blush Box. Okay, is that skincare or makeup?
I think it's a makeup and skincare kit.
It's makeup. There's a makeup kit box from a kit from Blush Box, right? The next question. Do I have another one?
You have another one?
I do. All right. We're always saying little phrases, right? Right? So for this next one, name 5 phrases that are TMI phrases. 5 good ones. That should be so easy. Huh? 5.
The babe at the back,
Okay.
Ama?
Oh no, and we said this side. This
Yeah, we're
side
giving a
Hakuna,
chance to the people
they
on
don't
this
have
side.
their hands up. Oh, there is? Okay, there's a lady there in red.
Let's go to that side. Hapa
Yeah.
wameshinda sana.
Let me run.
Lady
I'm
in
coming. Don't lose faith.
Laura, please don't run. Do you
I'm
have
here.
insurance? My sweetie, please.
Hi guys.
Hi.
Lydia likes saying that's problematic.
Oh, yeah.
Is that a TMI
Yeah,
phrase though?
it is.
It is?
Because it said on TMI, that's problematic.
Yeah, okay, fine. We'll give you that one. 5. You need to give
5.
5. Yeah.
Oh, I only had one.
They're so easy.
They're so, 5 easy ones.
Okay, I don't have 5, but Lydia likes saying Joroge down the road.
That's one. You guys, mnapeana.
All right, let me give one more chance to the people on this side.
Yeah, up at the back as well.
Am I allowed to steal from what they said?
Yes, you are. Now
Yes.
umepeana.
So number 1 phrase, it's definitely TMI.
Okay.
I feel like.
Mm-hmm.
3 is it's definitely problematic. That's problematic. 4 is I had it. Jog it down the road. And
One last one. So easy.
I said it just right now. Good night.
Good night. Yes. Done.
But I mean, we have many others, right? D for done.
D for done.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
Dustbin.
Dustbin,
Dustbin.
yes.
I mean, so many guys.
Dustbin. Atiburiki has? Oh, right.
Oh, no, we're
70 kids. But
So you guys
knows I only
suggest
have
we take
3.
questions from the back as well, answers from the back now.
Okay.
Do we have
what
anything else
do
to
have
give away?
What other questions do you have? What else are we giving?
Oh, from Q Beauty.
Yes. Great. We have a few more goodie bags here. Thank you so much.
Lovely. I love this brand. I love you guys.
Yeah? Oh,
Love
yeah, you
them.
do.
Yes. Their vitamin C serum has changed my
It's
life.
top tier.
Okay, do I have another question?
I have another question. So last year we went to the Pulse Awards. What are the 2 awards that TMI bagged? You gotta say it fully. At the back. Let's go to the back. Guys, we are focusing up on Bella too much. At the back.
You got the podcast award of the year and the YouTube award of the year.
Fantastic.
Yes.
Thank you. You can give
now
her one
we're
of
going at the back.
those.
Uko, I know. Sorry, you're not forgotten, girls. We're coming.
Yes.
Do you have another question?
Do I have another question? I don't think
All
I
right,
do.
so
Give us a
I have
question.
another question. So we've said that we had a partnership with Netflix, right? This one should be easy. People at the back, are you ready? Yeah? What was the show? Msimuambie?
Queen Charlotte.
No.
No.
Bridgerton.
That's
Yes,
it, Bridgerton.
Good job.
This other end.
Ooh,
And,
okay, great.
Oh, yeah. Okay, guys, this one is a super easy one. What is the name of our production team?
We're always saying it.
We always tag
we'll
them.
give it to you if
We always
you
tag
say
them.
the name of the head of production.
Yeah.
Then the name of the production team.
Yeah.
The production house.
The production house we work with.
Lumina Digital.
Yay! Good job. Wow.
And who knows the name of the head? Oh, go on, Sharon. This one is for free because you're my friend.
Please, Sharon.
Beryl.
Sorry, who? Just
Can she win though?
Oh, we're done.
Can Sharon win? Aye.
What
Oh,
else do
sorry.
you have to give? These
Who's
two?
answering the question? We still have the one from.
Oh yeah, we've got plenty.
I don't know if I have any more questions. My gosh.
Yeah.
Which one? What did she win?
At a dance off.
The cake.
Tebi has said we should do a dance off.
Let's do a dance off. By the way, Chuchangamke, right?
Yeah, I've been sat for so long.
What?
I've
You've
been sat for so long.
Okay, we want two people who want to do a little dance off for this. For that, and there's these two as well. All right.
Anyone?
People
Someone has already
volunteered.
volunteered and
Come
another
here.
one
Yeah,
here.
come
Aya,
hapa.
kujeni.
Kujani hapa.
All right.
All right, you come. All right, next one, another person.
There's a
Who's
coming.
gonna contend
And
with
there's
this
another
thing?
one here. Hey, slay, mama. Hello. Now we.
Hey! Happy, healthy relationship. It's giving.
Yeah. The baby was coming. You can come too. Nani ameshinda?
All right.
What ameshinda?
Wapi makelele?
Let's vote, yeah.
Let Laura do it.
All right. Calm down so we can gauge. Make some noise. Let's start again. Make some noise. All right. They say they come as a package, so.
Those who come as
yes,
a package.
they come as a package.
Okay. So
How many do we have?
We have 3.
Kila mtu anaenda na
there you go.
package.
Everyone
Well
can have
done.
something.
Acha G. Mtapata. Okay, I think just give them all, and then we want to give away cash. The cash giveaway ni kitu
It's
serious
gotten
sasa.
serious.
It's serious money. 2,500 to two people. To two people who are able to impersonate Lydia and impersonate me.
But you've got to be able to do it.
You need to be able to do it. So one for Lydia and then one for me. Who's willing to do it?
Come to the front.
Yeah, you
Come to
people
the
are
front,
rich.
come to the
2,500
front.
I'm
Come to the
talking.
front. If you think you can do it, come to the front.
Come
If
to
you're
the front.
confident,
We'll pair you up and then we'll decide which duo wins.
right?
All right, so just
Okay.
take a seat right here and pretend you're on the pod. Yeah. Take a seat very quickly. Just the
Hey,
two of
Ketini
you.
too, Ketini
Just
too.
Yeah.
Let's start with that pair. All right, we start.
So you tell us who you're impersonating, do the impersonation, and then you guys can vote, yeah?
But you're not doing it as like you're talking to each other. You just do an impersonation of whoever.
If you want to
Do you want to do it
Ruby and
together?
then you be Lydia or whatever, you can both enter it out. Okay, fine.
Hi, in between us. Shirun Juguna, I'll impersonate Lydia.
Hi
So
guys.
confident.
I'm Ivy Njuguna and I'll impersonate Murugi. Hey Lydia. Si tuliuliza maswali pale Instagram. Watu wanakulana. Watu wanakulana. Acha nisome one of their responses. You're having an orgasm after 3 minutes. I mean, that's the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum. That's it.
I think that's Mark. That's Mark. That's you.
Is it? Go, girl.
So you go fast. You go fast. Oh, you know, Aggie was telling me on the other day we were on a call with my mom. You know, the queen of Instagram, my mom. Oh, guys. So we were on a call with Aggie, and we were training her how to do a video. The one she got 10K views. You saw it? Yeah. So like my mom is the queen of Instagram. Like, okay, my mom is so proud of us, like me and Aggie. And if you know me, you know I'll mention my sister so many times. Oh, so you were going through that. Oh, that's some Joroge down the road. Then when Murugi has read a statement, like the episode on I knew the sex was bad when, and there is someone who commented, and Murugi read, I knew the sex was bad when I was Lady Danbury, and we're like, oh! Lydia was like, oh!
Thank you. Good attempt. Good attempt. Tumpigie makofi.
You were so confident in orange. Let's see.
Yeah.
So confident.
Well, pressure is real. So, hi guys, Murugi Muni here. We're back with an episode of, and it's Lydia KM.
Okay, sorry, let's give you guys some
2 mics, yes. Hi guys, Murugi Muni here, and it's Lydia KM. We are back with an episode of It's Definitely TMI.
Oh, you're close. Hey, wapatie chance. Give them chance. Wait.
Sorry, guys. Hi, guys. Murugi Muni here. And it's Lydia KM. We're back with an episode of The Messy in Between. It's definitely TMI.
Singing.
Hi, guys. So, back to your dilemmas. Let me tell you, Murugi. People out here, Starfish Sally, on the back, you're just Starfish Sally. You know Starfish Sally, with Njoroge from across the street, eh? If he's not giving D for Dan. D for Dan. D for Dan. So, hey, do you remember we are doing this episode of people having sex? Yeah. People are having good sex. Watu wanna have sex kunje. Hey, let me check this question by the way. I knew I was having bad sex when this person was coming from the sex was 3 hours long. 3 hours? Yeah. Someone went to Nakuru and came back and they're still having sex. No. Jake, stand up and hit the door. This is what I want to know. I have found great sex. I have found hottest Nairobian. It's not giving. It's just not giving. That's not giving, by the way. Let me tell you guys. It's from Joroge from down the street. Me and my 17 kids, we are not having bad sex, by the way. Yeah. Let me tell you, this year, this is 2023, we are not having bad sex. Exactly. Orgasms are the word of the year, by the way. We are having orgasms every day. And you can't be coming to us in our DMs telling us, oh, my boyfriend did this, oh, my boyfriend did what. Exactly. Get yourself educated. 20% off. Okay. Yeah, and let me tell you guys one last thing. The way this time we are not settling for guys. Let us not settle. We have so much to give. We have so much to bring to the table. You guys, you're so beautiful. Like, come on.
You deserve so much better. Let's not settle.
We are queen between us.
We are queen between us for a reason, babe.
Yay! All right, who's your favorite Murugi between her and her? All right, we have a winner. And your favorite Lydia, not her. This between these two.
Okay, we have our two winners. Thank you, guys.
Thank you
that
so
was
much,
hilarious. Give your numbers to Nancy, or Nancy will find you, and
Yeah, no, give the numbers
something will
now.
happen definitely
Yeah,
between
definitely give the
all of
numbers
you
now.
three. Yes. And I think with that, we've come to the end of the sit-down section of the TMI Live.
Guys. We wanted to have this experience be something which is like very interactive, and I know a lot of times like we are sat down here, we are talking, but we always want to hear your view, we want to hear your expression, even that little dancing and the conversation here. That was so funny. It's funny to see how people see you. Really, really funny.
Because I don't see myself like that. Me, I don't talk about those things.
Look at you
I
now
don't
with your
talk about
eyes.
things.
With your eyes now. Yeah, but thank you so much, guys, for being here. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to go to the cake cutting. If you came last time, you knew we did like partying, then cake. Hectic.
Yeah.
Hectic was the word. So
I think Laura will take us through that.
Oh, yes. So just final remarks before we move on to the cake cutting. Do you want us to bring it here or you want to go there? What do you prefer?
Bring it here.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Yeah, so it can be central.
So can we have maybe the cake team to at least organize it to be moved here? But
Unaweza kutuchezea tuimbo.
So, yeah, I'm doing your job, babe. I'm doing your job. No, so she'll tell us what we're going to do next. For final remarks, I would say, is that there's a lot of things that are going to happen in life that you're going to have a choice of left and right? And as Joe's mom always say, and I'm always quoting your mom. Honestly, she should write a book.
She needs to.
As your mom is always says, first you make your choices, and then your choices make you. So in the times when it feels like you don't have a choice in anything, you always have a choice. You can choose to feel this way, you can choose to go this way, you can choose whatever direction you want to take. And every time you make a choice, it's shaping who you are. All that to say is that you are in control of who you're becoming right now by the choice that you are making. Make your turning points your hero story.
Exactly. My closing remarks is to say that for whatever reason, I think a lot of the relationship stories we've had this afternoon haven't been that positive. It's been like a narcissistic partner, a toxic one, a breakup, somebody having to live with their kids or something like that. But I really just want to encourage us that love exists and that a lot of people are actually in really happy, healthy relationships. But for some reason, you don't really hear people talking about that as often, because I guess when you're happy, you're just happy. You're not really out there now talking about how happy you are, because sometimes it's seen as like bragging. But when people are unhappy, or when people have like stories of victory over the toxicity, then they tend to speak out a lot. But I think many of us are in happy, healthy relationships. Are many of us in happy? Are some of us in happy and healthy? Are a few of us? Exactly. And so I regardless of what you've been through and regardless of what your story has looked like until this, I want you to believe that a beautiful, happy, healthy, wholesome love is possible for you if that's what you actually want, because not everybody wants to be in a relationship. But if that's what you want, it is very, very possible for you if you do the self-work necessary to get yourself in the headspace to attract that kind of a person. I wish you guys all the best. Thank you for being here. Laura is going to guide us through the rest.
All right. Between us, do you think that interaction deserves a standing ovation? Then let's do it. Come up from your seats and let's do the chant one more time.
Hi guys, Murugi Munyi here.
It's Lydia KM.
And this is the TMI Live Experience Volume 2!
Yes, thank you guys.